Hello. I'm here. Oh wait, hold on. My audio's doubled. I'm so sorry. It should be good now. I'm tired as fuck, bro. I'm so EP. I'm here. Yes, hello. I'm sorry to fix my double audio. Dude, things were crazy. Everything was crazy. I gotta tell you about the move. Cause that was crazy. Oh my god, listen, okay. I did not think a move could be so cursed. Okay, so we had prepared beforehand, gotten a whole bunch of boxes, put all away of all of our figures in their cute little boxes, put them in the storage room. We got little boxes for our stuff, you know, wrap it all up in, you know, in the paper and put it in the box and, you know, tape it up and write it off and all that fun. We've been doing that for like weeks. And like, so day of, congrats on the first Ray. So like the day of the move, we had originally planned to have the move be 2 days. I'm going to tell you the move turned out to be 4 days. Okay, so original plan was we were gonna get the U-Haul and my friend, the kid, myself, and Saki were all gonna move everything out of the house one day. And then the following day, we were gonna move everything into the new house because we moved everything in one day the last time we moved, and we were like, fuck that, we don't wanna do that again. So that was the plan. Then the landlord asked us, hey, do you mind, you know, we don't have enough personnel to like show everyone their new apartments on the first. Do you mind moving in on a different day? And we were like, I mean, I guess we can move in a day early. However, the kid couldn't come up a day early. So we had our friend go get the kid while we are moving everything out of the house. And we thought, you know, that'll be okay. Saki and I have gotten everything out of the apartment before by ourselves. The first time we moved into the apartment that we were in 5 years ago, we did it alone. You know what? One day alone will be fine. We'll get all the help to get it into the new apartment, so it'll be fine. It'll be fine. No big deal. Whatever. A little inconvenient, but it's fine. No biggie. No biggie. So we go to get the U-Haul. Well, I didn't go to get the U-Haul. Saki took a bus to the U-Haul place, got to get the U-Haul. I slept in like a lazy bitch to reserve my energy for us moving shit. And he was supposed to get the truck at 8 o'clock. My ass wakes up at like 8:45 and starts freaking the fuck out, okay? Because he didn't call me, he didn't leave a message. It was just, I woke up, husband not home. Why he not home? He's supposed to be home. It doesn't take 45 minutes to get truck. Where is? Okay, so that was my brain when I first wake up, right? And I'm double freaking out because Saki is Hispanic, okay? Very clearly Hispanic. You look at him, you say Hispanic, okay? So my brain goes, oh shit, ICE got him! I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm spamming his fucking phone. Where the fuck are you, right? Trying to call him, texting him. What the fuck, bro? Where are you, right? Is he? Yeah, he is. I think you knew. But shut the fuck up. Anyway, so I'm like freaking out, calling his phone, texting him and shit, trying to figure out where the hell he is. He's not picking up. He's not answering. I'm losing my fucking mind, okay? He finally calls me back like 5 minutes later. And he goes, sorry, I was talking to the lady. And I'm like, bro, where are you? You were supposed to be back already. What the fuck? So he tells me that apparently, even though we booked everything online and double checked, we even called their local, like their national number or whatever to make sure everything was Gucci, like a couple days before. Even though we did all that, apparently the place in which that we had booked to pick up the U-Haul at 8 did not open until 9. And this place did not have one of those cool like little boxes where you can like open up the key and get, you know, open up the little box with the code that they give you and get the key and take the truck on your own. Hi Teal, welcome. So apparently we couldn't do either of those things, and the website apparently didn't know this or something. I don't really know, whatever. So he had been sitting there for like 45 minutes until someone came in to, you know, start opening up, and did not think in that entire 45 minutes, hey, maybe I should call the husband to let him know I'm not dead. Isn't that great? That's great. So, thank you for that. So he's fine. No, he's a Hispanic with ice on the loose. I was terrified, dude. Saki, get the fuck out of me. He fucking did. That's the second time he's done that to me. Last time he meant me. No. The first time he did that to me is funny story too, but that's not the story where I'm right now. Okay. So I finally get the story about what's going on. I know what's happening. Saki's okay. I'm no longer freaking out. And now I'm irritated. Not with Saki, but with the U-Haul situation. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, whatever. So he told me he just talked to the lady who had come in just to open up, and that he'll get his stuff, whatever. We'll be, you know, running an hour late, but we're getting our things. Okay, cool. So he gets the keys to the truck finally, and he goes to get the truck, and it is parked behind another truck, so he can't get it the fuck out. And yeah, about this time is when you got Puddin got a text that I want to kill U-Haul right now because I'm pissed. Like, what the fuck? And this isn't even the half of the stuff that's going on in the U-Haul. So he gets the keys. He goes over to go get the truck, and the truck is parked behind another fucking truck. It's stuck. He can't get it out. It's like, because they have two parking spots, like one behind the other, and they put the truck that they're not currently using behind the one that's going to be used first. Bro, okay. So they assign him a truck that's trapped. Whatever. We just have to wait for the person who is moving the trucks around to move the one in the front, and then we can go. He can go. We can start. It's fine. So the person, as he's about to leave, they finally get it all out. And at this point, he has been here till like 9:30, I want to say. We're running mad late. All right. So it's been till like 9:30, and the person almost forgets to give him his dolly, the dolly that clips into the back of the truck. Why the fuck it wasn't in the truck, I don't know, but I feel like they're a part of the truck, are they not? A staple of the truck? Now, them almost forgetting to give him a part of the actual physical truck because it's got a clip in made my brain go, oh, ding ding. Did you also get the furniture dolly and the blankets? Are those things that, because we ordered those, did those also come, like, do we get them? And so like they did charge us extra for the dolly, but because I did actually like order the dolly, but I asked, you got the furniture dolly and the blankets. By the time Saki sees this, he is already parked in front of the house. So he goes and he checks and he's like, no. And I'm like, of course not. Why would they do that? Fine. You know what? Fine. So we get in the regular car because we're not wasting more gas in the U-Haul because you have to pay by the mile on top of the rental. So we hop in our regular car. We both go over to U-Haul. I tell him, please go stand in line because I am so frustrated and irritated that if I'm in the line, I'm going to crash out and there's going to be problems. So you go in line, you wait, ask them what the fuck is going on. He's in line for at least a half hour, 45 minutes. The line is out the fucking door, okay? And everybody's pissed. Everybody in line is pissed. He finally gets up to the line, to the front of the line, and he explains, hey, we were supposed to have these things. Why don't we have these things? And the lady basically goes, you're SOL. Sorry. No good. Can't help you. Can't do anything about it. And he saw someone come in with some blankets. And he's like, well, what about those? Can I have those? We paid for them. And she goes, nope, you can't use those. You're SOL. Good luck. Bye-bye. And so he asks about, like, you know, can I get a refund for them then at least? And she's like, you have to talk to corporate. Okay, bye. And he just left because there's like a shit ton of people behind him that are also fucking pissed off. And he doesn't want to hold up the line anymore. Understandable. It's fine. He comes back to the car. He explains to me what's going on. I now have gone from extremely pissed to fucking livid, okay? I am so angry that I am yelling, okay? I am angry, okay? I am in the car screaming and yelling like I am talking to the employee. I'm just talking to fucking Saki about how pissed I am, all right? So I pull out my phone and I'm like, all right, it's time to go fucking Karen. And I call up corporate and I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. And they're like, oh, you called the wrong number. Let me get you connected to the right number. And I'm like, okay, sure. Sorry to yell at you. My bad. It's not your department. I hope you have a great day. So she transfers me over to the person that I was supposed to talk to. And then I go, what the fuck? What is going on? And the lady's like, I'm so sorry about that. She's super nice. And I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take it out on you. It's not your fault that they're fucking assholes. I'm just a little pissed off, you know? And she's like, yeah, I understand. You know, she's being very accommodating, very understanding. She's trying to figure out how to get me the items. Now she says, do you just want a refund? Or do you want to get the items if you can get the items? And I said, hey, if I could get the items, that would be perfect. I understand if you can't get them to me because you do not control the people at the facilities, but if I could get them, that would be super great. And she's like, okay, no problem. Let me put you over to the rental people. And I was like, okay, got you. So I sit on hold again, get transferred over to the rental people. And I explain in a terse tone what is going on to the rental people. The rental lady is like, okay, well, the closest one is like so-and-so far away. They may or may not have the items. I don't really know. It changes on like a 5-minute basis. So whether or not a place has something or not, I have hit my mic like 4 times. Anyway, so I'm like, okay, well, you can just refund it then. It's fine. We'll figure something out. Don't even worry about it. We'll buy some foam from Home Depot. We'll work it out. It's fine. So she's like, okay, and she refunds us the items. We find out later that they actually refunded us an extra $50 for the trouble, not just the money for the items. But, you know, it's pretty cool. I didn't know that at the time, but I was very, very appreciative. Thank you very much. So we go back home. Well, I mail all of the stuff that needed to be mailed to y'all to get it the fuck out of my house because I needed to do that like 2 months ago. And I know I'm really bad about mailing stuff and I'm so sorry. So I got all that stuff in the mail, got that out of the way so I didn't get lost in the move. And then we went back home. Then we went to Home Depot, grabbed the foam that we needed, and a couple of other things, I think. And then we went home. We go home, we start putting stuff in the truck. We're getting really tired. It's really fucking hot, like really fucking hot in the house. And like it's not as hot as the week prior had been, but it's still really, really hot. And like the house is like burning up. But we're doing it anyway. We're getting the things into the car or into the truck the best we can. And then I want to say around 7 o'clock, kid and my friend show up. She's got her whole back of her car filled with his shit. And they start helping us put stuff outside into the van or into the truck. And we get a solid chunk of it in. But not like all of it. And we're trying to like, we're freaking out inside, right? We're running around, putting up boxes still, trying to throw stuff that still needed to go in boxes and being like, okay, I gotta put in all of the toiletries and all of the electronics and the cat and like, the food and everything all in the same box. Okay, get it the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? And we're all trying to do that. And before we know it, it's getting dark. We can't really do much. And so we're like, all right, we're a little behind, but as long as we can get everything in the truck tomorrow, which is the day that we're supposed to leave, as long as we get everything into the truck tomorrow, and then, try to get it all out tomorrow, cool, fine, we'll be good. Don't even worry about it. So the next day, they let us into our new apartment, show us around, let us, see if there's any problems or faults with the apartment, which we have found one since we moved in. Today, we just noticed that the floor around the radiator is literally burnt through, and I can see light from the people who live below us. That's insane. So I gotta call maintenance about that and be like, is there a way to fix that? That can't be safe. But anyway, besides the point. So they let us in, we look around, we are like, thank you, have a great day. We leave, we go to start packing stuff back up into the truck. I want to say around noon, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there. My friend has an emergency. Their brother is home alone. Brother is adult child, however, severe autism. So needs help, freaks out about things. Friend has to leave. Friend lives like 2 hours away, by the way. So friend had to leave because brother was in trouble and needed someone in the house. And I was like, don't even worry about it. Go to your brother. It's all good. We'll finish on our own. It's fine. No biggie. I want to say an hour after friend leaves, it started pouring outside, like literally pouring outside. And I'm like, what the fuck? So all the stuff that we had put outside on the curb for people to take, that wasn't bad. It just wouldn't fit in our house. Or it was just stuff that like no longer was of use to us, but would be good for somebody else. Got absolutely drenched and ruined. And I'm so pissed about that to this day. Like, I'm so mad about it because those things could have gone to people that needed them. But no, the rain had to be a bitch. But you know what? It's fine. Whatever. Sucks, but trash will come get it. It's fine. But the problem is we sit in the truck and we're like, I don't know how long it's going to rain. We look at the phone and it's supposed to rain for the rest of the fucking day. So each time the rain stops, we would run and like grab something, right? And like try to bring it outside and into the truck every time it would like pause raining and then it would start raining again. And it was absolutely insane trying to like move in that. Finally, sun sets, still raining, can't do much about it. AC is not in, like we have one AC, we have two now in the new one, but in the old house we had one AC unit. And we had packed that in our almighty wisdom, thinking that we were leaving. So we go to lay down on blankets and cardboard because that's all we have. Because everything else is in the truck. We go to lay down on blankets and cardboard, and I start getting really fucking sick. Like, I start overheating and feeling really, really sick. And I tell Saki I gotta go to the new house because the new house is like extraordinarily cooler, just like its existing temperature is cooler. It's like I gotta go to the new apartment. I gotta lay down somewhere that's not so hot. I don't feel good. Like, I literally physically wanted to vomit. Oh no, I did vomit because I was trying to feel better. I went outside to get cool air, and I walk outside maybe 2 feet outside, vomit in the grass. Everything I ate for dinner in the grass. And I was like, well, that's good. I try to get my bearings, go back upstairs, and that's when I tell Saki, I gotta go. I gotta go out. I gotta go to the new apartment. I am not feeling good. I am overheated. Whatever. So he takes me to the new place. I ask him to please go back to the old one to keep an eye on the kid and the cats who are still over there. And I lay in bed feeling absolutely, because our bed was here, the mattress at least was here, because our original plan was to get everything into the truck and then just come sleep over here. But we were sleeping at the old apartment because we were afraid that, because we couldn't tell the landlords that we couldn't get everything out in time, we were afraid they were going to come in and inspect the place and just throw all our shit out. So that's why we were staying over there originally, but I couldn't do it. So he goes back with the cats and with the kid. I'm resting in the new place, and I'm laying there and I can't sleep. I still feel awful, but not as bad because I'm in a cooler area. But I still feel awful, can't sleep, freaking out about like trying to move. So I bust out my phone and I start looking up movers, because I remembered there was a sign on the inside of the U-Haul truck, right? And I remember that there was a sign there talking about movers. So I was like, okay, let's see how much movers are. And I found some users from some movers who specifically state that they're, last minute call stuff, they'll show up same day. It's like, all right, cool. So I type in my shit. Both heat domes were during y'all's move. Yeah, they were, and it was bad. So I type in their little form on their website, and a lady calls me, or a lady texts me like 5 minutes later. And I'm assuming it's a bot, right? Because like it's like 4 a.m. at this point, and I'm like, there's no fucking way 4 a.m. someone's fucking texting me, right? It's got to be a bot. So I reply, thinking that it's a bot explaining, where we're going, what we're doing. And I'm like, they'll probably call me in the morning. I lay down. I get another text. And I'm like, this text doesn't really read like a bot. So I said, LOL, I didn't think you'd be awake. Right? LOL, I didn't think anyone would be awake to answer my message at this hour. And they replied back, oh yeah, we just started doing this 3 months ago. So that lucked out for me. Apparently, they have one overnight person for situations like what I was dealing with, where people are going, oh my God, we need movers tomorrow. So that's pretty funny to me. So I hire 2 movers because I heard that the kid isn't doing so great either, right? And the kid's been doing like the bulk of the moving. Like Saki and the kid moved all the heavy shit, and they're not doing well. So I was like, okay, I'm going to book 2 movers. They can move all the heavy shit into the house and all the other stuff. And then we'll just deal with all the little shit in the old one. No biggie. It'll be great. It'll be perfect. So we move as much as we can into the truck the next day. We get as much as we can in the truck before it's the time when the mover said that they're gonna come. Cool. So we go over to the new house. We back up the truck into the area, and we sit and we wait. and wait and wait and wait. And then finally a kid comes around the corner and he goes, "Hey, did you hire movers?" And we're like, "Yeah, we did." And he's like, "Yeah, for so-and-so company, right?" And I said, "Yeah, we did. I was looking for someone with a uniform because the website made it look like y'all had uniforms." He's like, "No, we don't get those." And I was like, "Okay." And I said, "Aren't there supposed to be two of you?" He said, "Yeah, the other one should be coming. I don't know where he is." Apparently, they just drive there or walk there or however they get there on their own. They don't come together in a van or anything like that. It's just they get a text, "Hey, go here, move things." Apparently, that's how that works. I don't know. So I said, "Well, let's wait for the other guy because I don't want you to get hurt." Because this kid's like got to be like 18, 19. And I'm like, "Let's wait for the other guy. I don't want you to get hurt or anything like that." He's like, "Okay, yeah. So we wait like 10, 15 more minutes. And I'm like, "I don't know where this guy is." So I texted dispatcher and I'm like, "Hey, one dude showed up, but isn't there supposed to be two? There's supposed to be two, right?" And they're like, "Yeah, it seems that, his car broke down. I'm trying to get you another one. You can have the one work now, and we'll just charge you for the one worker instead of the two, and we'll get you another one as soon as possible." And I said, "All right, sure. That's fine." So I turned to the kid and I'm like, "Hey," not the kid, not my kid, but the other kid, the kid with the moving company, right? And I tell him, "You can go ahead and move all the stuff that only needs one person. So get all the boxes in here, all the things that you think you can move with one person, because we're not allowed to help them. It's a liability issue, so they can't move stuff with us." Kid one, kid two, yeah. It was a liability issue, so only they can move stuff by themselves. So we're like, "You can move all the stuff that requires one person, and then you're fine." My kid, he ends up helping anyway, kind of, because the moving kid would bring everything out of the truck, put it on a dolly, bring it over to the doorway, and then the kid, TM ours, would bring it inside, and they just stack it in a corner. So they did all of that. Like, they brought all of the boxes that were in there on their own in like an hour. This kid was this child was a fucking beast. Like, he just kept going. Like, I'm like, is he gonna run out of steam? Is he gonna hurt himself? Is he okay? Like, that kid was crazy. So we finished everything in an hour. Unfortunately, the movers charge us for 2 hours regardless of how much time that they take. The minimum is 2 hours, which fucking sucks. But, it's fine. The kid was great, so I'm not even going to complain about it. We tipped him cash because he did such a great job. We sent him on his way. We thanked him. He was great. I put in a good review for him with the moving company because apparently they get extra money for getting good reviews, so I made sure to put in a good review for him because he was so good. He was such a great kid. However, that left all the heavy shit. So we moved all the stuff. I moved what I could, which isn't much. I got like little spindly arms, okay? I may be a vampire, but I got like noodle arms. So I brought in what I could. But Saki and the kid, our kid, not the moving kid, brought everything else in out of the truck. Then we go back to the apartment. The landlord told us, "Oh, don't worry about it. Take your time, get stuff out of there. We understand that the rain and everything." And it's like, all right, cool. So I get to clean. I have Saki and the kid pack stuff, move stuff, bring it downstairs. We're throwing everything into the regular car and then bringing the little stuff over. I'm cleaning the shit out of the old apartment. I am not being docked for having an awful apartment when we leave it. I have been taught from a young age, when you leave a place, you leave it in better condition than you moved in. So I'm cleaning the fuck out of this place, one room at a time. Like polishing the wood floors, the whole 9 yards, all of it. and I start feeling really bad again. Like, it's really hot, I'm feeling really awful. But we get everything down to the kitchen. Kitchen is the last thing we need. Cool. We almost have everything out of there. Then we get told, hey, the stuff you have on the side of the road, it kind of needs to go. It can't just sit there. It's too much stuff. You've got to get rid of it. So we had to end up calling a junker and paying $300, 300 US fucking dollars to have a junker take all the shit that we had at the side of the road that got ruined by the rain. Insane. Oh yeah, we're also adding on another day each day with the U-Haul, like putting on an extend my rental, another $30 every day. Saki goes and he gets the U-Haul to bring it back. And he accidentally hit someone's BMW in our parking lot here. But it ended up being okay. U-Haul's taking care of it, I guess. But he had a heart attack about it. We ended up having to extend one more day to move everything. We got the kitchen clean. We got everything out of there. And we finally, on the 4th day, were here and moved it. And I have been unpacking stuff every single fucking day since. While the kid plays video games. And Saki's on Second Life. I can't say that everything has been like that. Saki did help me put together our nightmare of a new bed frame, which took 7 fucking hours to put together. Insane. And the kid helped me put together our new entertainment center, which was mildly frustrating, but he did a great job. But everything else has been me. I've been doing this every day by myself. That bed was the worse than the IKEA stuff. That's true. But also, we moved a lot of things prior. No, yeah, that's literally the reason that I'm not like, I can't believe they're not helping me, is because you guys literally moved the bulk of this stuff. So I don't mind unpacking all of it. I just like picking on y'all and being like, I'm the only one unpacking, but like literally you guys were the only ones moving. I just cleaned and like got heat stroke. Oh yeah, I had to call out of work because of the heat stroke too. It was crazy. So yeah, it took us 4 days to get out of the place, and took me a half hour to explain to you guys how crazy that shit was. Absolutely nuts. I never want to do it again. Or if I do, I'm gonna hire movers and they better show the fuck up. God damn. But yeah, we're moved. I really love the new place. It's really nice. It's so much bigger. I have a lot of plans for different things. My desk is now in the bedroom instead of in the living room like it was before. Just because there's enough space to put my desk in the bedroom. And then Saki's both work, and we have to build him his poor shitty little like mainstays desk fell apart and did not make the move, so we have to get him another desk and then he can start streaming again. But we have to get him another desk first, and hopefully that'll be soonish. That whole corner over there where his desk is going to be is like all the boxes we haven't undone yet though, so I don't know, we'll get there eventually. I'm like one thing at a time getting there. Also, if like I lag or you know, the internet isn't great and my connection is horrible, unfortunately the mega awesome internet that we had at the old place is not available here. So we get this shitty local internet, Spectrum. Gotta love Spectrum. And Spectrum can suck my dick. But anyway, it's fine. So we paid for the tier above the streamer tier, and I still think it's not very good. But here we are. It's all I can do. It's all I can do. But that's my moving fiasco. Hello, welcome. It's great. Oh yeah, and if you guys came to Ash's stream for his streamiversary or whatever it's called, literally, because I was missing pieces to my desk and I had to order new pieces. If you guys keep up on socials, you know I had to order new pieces to get my desk to be back together. So it's just because it's a dumb IKEA desk and they're idiots the way they build things. And so in order to be at his streamiversary, I literally set my PC up on the floor and I was just shrimping on the floor looking like some sort of fucking ass gremlin. Like you know Ed in fucking Cowboy Bebop, you know, like when Ed's on the floor hunched over the computer looking like a maniac? That's what I looked like streaming for Ash's streamiversary with him. Just so you guys know, if you were there, I was a creature in the corner of my bedroom. Because the desk was not a thing. I didn't put the desk up till like two days ago, I think. 2 days ago, which is great, because it was just in time to be able to finish editing the video that went up yesterday. If you guys have not been to the YouTube, I have a new video up. If you guys didn't see the Picarto stream for... My brain died. For the coffee machine game based on the SCP-294. If you guys never saw that stream, because it was over on Picarto, so it was there and it was gone. I had no way to... Picarto wants me to pay them money in order to save stuff, and I'm not doing that. So if you wanted to see that but didn't see that, I have an edited VOD now on the YouTubes. So like if you want to go to the YouTube, I think this is still the right one. Yeah, you can go there and watch it. And I think that's everything. Also, I do want to be proud of myself, okay? Despite everything moving, despite all of the setbacks and all of that crazy stuff, your boy kept to the to the posting schedule on the YouTube channel. I did not falter at all, despite everything. I still kept consistent without Kayan, because Kayan hasn't made me a new video in a while because he's been working on it. Because I literally gave him all of Little Nightmares 2, so he's been very busy working on it, and he hasn't finished it. So I'm gonna give myself a pat on the back for that one, because I'm very proud of myself for not slacking. Okay, I did it. I did it by myself. Like, look, Dad, I can do it all by myself. I can post on YouTube. I don't need your help. Can you see that I am also still medicated? So now that we've got the ranting out of the way, we can now play video games. So that's why people are here, right? Not to listen to me rant about dumb shit, but because I play video games. And I promised to play the demos for 2 visual novels today. I promised to play the demo for... The first one is the endysis game that just recently got a demo. The Last Winter Night. It's really funny because it says release date February 2nd, 2024, but it is the summer of 2025. It's okay. And this is, you need to fix the release date written on the Last Winter Night. So we're gonna play this. Oh, I see the release date on the actual thing says 2025, but the demo says 2024, which is crazy to me. But anyway, okay, so let me find it. Here we go. Okay, that's open. And then the other one we're gonna play is called hold on, let me find that. The other one we want to play is Under Heaven or Hell. So that one caught my attention just because they posted on Blue Sky, and I liked the character designs I saw on Blue Sky, and I went bet. And it's only on itch. I've been finding a lot of like cool things on itch that I want to play. I found another SCP game, several actually. I found one about fishing up a new face. I found quite a few interesting games that I want to play on itch. So we're going to be playing more itch games soon. But first, we're going to play Endysis's new demo. So let me switch over. Whee! And we'll get the sound. Where is it? Here it is. So there's the sound. I don't know if it's too loud. There's only a couple of piano notes here. And let's get the game itself. Where is it? Wavelength, ghost chat. It might be one that considers itself a browser? Is it? Interesting. Oh, here it is. The last winter. Okay, I found it. Finally, I found it. Game. Oh, it's not the right shape. Hold on. Boop. All right. We'll see if we'll see if oh, the shape's wrong. Okay, I'm just gonna have to play it like this, I guess. When we played the other one, the Portrait of a Ghost, Endysis apologized to me that I had to move my model around, and I thought that was really funny. Puddin dissected what we're doing? What? What does that mean? Oh, hold on. There's like a little edge. There we go. Oh, disassociated. What are we doing? We're playing the new Endyssis. Like, it's only a demo. So it's not the full game, but it's the new demo that Endyssis released while I was in the middle of moving. Endyssis was super sweet and messaged me and told me I could have early access to show you guys. But it was literally like the weekend before the move, and I was like, I can't. And I felt really bad. And my brain died. Oh yeah, I was saying that they were funny. So they watched the stream for the Portrait with a Ghost, and they apologized to me that I had to keep moving my model around so we could see everything. And I told them, don't even worry about it. It kind of became a fun little game of where can I fit. But I just thought it was really funny. Because like, don't apologize, because the format of the way Portrait of a Ghost is made is great. Like, it's not meant for streaming, and that's totally fine, because the UI and format of that game was perfect for what it was. Trying to format a story that's designed well for the way that the story is being told in order to stream it, I don't think that having to figure out how to make it streamable should be the priority, so it doesn't matter to me. If the way that you make the game makes sense and adds to the story and the storytelling, that's way more important to me, and Portrait of Ghost definitely did that. So like, it's no sweat off my back. I don't know if I should move my model for this game because we have words over there, so that might be important. So we'll sit over here. So it says click on objects to interact with them, or mouse over and press enter. Oh, I see. That's cool. Nice. Has your journey been long? Click on highlighted words. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to get rid of chat. Goodbye, guys. That's cool. Do you see that? Get this ad out of my face. I should just get rid of nobody does stream loots anymore. No one buys those. No one. I'll just get rid of that. Excuse what? Excuse me. What do you mean excuse me? What? What? I know you have them, but nobody uses them. I'm just getting rid of the ad for it for right now, okay? Okay. Because it's on my face. All right, so that's cool that we hover over it, and you guys can't see the. Hold on. Let me see if I can make it so you can see the. Okay. Here's the cursor, okay? Because it seems like the cursor is going to be important for this game, so you guys can see the cursor. But when you hover over it, it highlights, and that's kind of cool. So we click on those, right? But at last you're here, where you belong. Click or press space or enter to advance the text. I like how they're telling you how to play the VN in case you're someone new to VNs. That's really nice. It's good to see you again. The last winter night. Okay, so we're gonna start. I like how it's a sword. Lost soul. Wandering through the mist and snow. Do you feel the touch of iron cold? Okay. I was like, is iron one of the things we gotta press on? It is. I love all the filigree designs on the knight. Oh, he lights up. Look at that. Oh, the cape moved. Head moved. Before you awoke, there was nothing. No warmth or light, no touch nor taste, no sound nor sight. No dreams, no fears, no memories. Only a dark as vast and boundless as the sunlit sea. You were one soul adrift among the dead that came before you. A droplet in an ocean. Hold on, my ear itches. I think some hair got caught in my headphones. There we go. But now, you're unsure when you come to consciousness, when the pieces of yourself coalesce and form you again. When darkness became dimness, when silence became the barest rustle of sound. Oh, category still chatting? Thank you. I'll fix it. Hold on. Last winter night. Done. Got it. Fixed it. I fixed it. Thank you. Yippee. Wind. You're here again in the world of the living. Oh, we're seeing through the headpiece, the helmet. As if you never left. As if when you closed your eyes for the final time, you were only dreaming. You try to recall what a dream is. What it means to wake from sleep. When you were alive and sleep was a different being altogether from death. Feel. Moments pass. You remain still for some time, letting the sensations of the world around you flood your consciousness, grounding yourself in the flow of time itself. Time. You once felt its passage with a painful clarity. The world of the living is a finite and fragile one, fleeting as frost beneath the morning sun. But now you have the luxury of waiting. Something falls gently around you. Snow. You form the word in your mind, feel its shape with your consciousness, soft, white, cold. You shiver out of instinct. Something metallic clangs and rattles as you do. But the bite of cold never comes. Listen. The roar of the wind, the creaking of iron, the song of a place abandoned by time. If solitude had a sound, would this be its melody? Look. Finally, you decide to examine your surroundings. Or rather, your encasings. Oh, I see. You try to move your fingers and something metallic clicks in response. A steel gauntlet follows your command, clicking softly as you twist and turn. But this gauntlet and vambrace are hollow. No flesh is encased beneath them, not even a bone. Yet, as you bend your arm, the counter and pauldron move to your command. The rings of an iron hauberk clatter against the empty cuirass of your torso. You know that once, long before the currents of the sunless sea took all memory from you, you had flesh. You lived and breathed. Lived and breathed and fought and killed until you died yourself. see. Gingerly, you reach for your visor and crack it open, then closed until your vision settles into focus. Mirror, okay. Oh, okay, let me move. Let me move again. Well, actually, I can just do this button. Woo! Alright, I'm not in the way anymore. What you see is yourself. Your reflection, rather, in a broken mirror on an old stone wall. An empty helm stares back at you. As you shift and turn, your cuirass and pauldrons shift along with you, clanging in the dimness. Did this armor belong to me? Was I a knight? I would want to know if this armor, like, am I possessing a random person's armor? Cold steel, hollow plates. You wouldn't think to call armor comforting, but this is. It's familiar, it's safe and protective, enveloping you like a father's arms, and it responds to you like it's yours. You look down at your gauntlet image gripping the hilt of a sword. You've worn armor just like this once upon a time. Perhaps this suit was indeed among them. But beyond these sensations, no memories come to you. Not yet. Perhaps in time you'll know what drew your spirit not only to your armor, but to this place as well. For now, you turn to the rest of your surroundings. Objects would not yield all their secrets upon a single look. Try examining them more than once to reveal more insights. A brief summary of your discoveries can be found in the Codex. Okay. Endysis has made this much more complicated than the other games. I kind of like that. When you have found everything you can interact with in a room, the frost around the edges of the screen will disappear. Oh, that's a cool indicator. I like that. I hope you can find yourself again. Okay, so we've got a lot of frost, and it looks like there's quite a few things that highlight. Broken windows gape like an open jaw, drawing icy breaths of wind into the wide stone room. Shards of glass litter the floor like a revenant's teeth buried under the soft white mounds of snow. A winter storm gathers and grows. You'll have difficulty traversing it should you even find a way outside. Well, there's plenty more to explore here yet. You step towards the windows and stand for a while at the threshold. The world outside is a blur of white and dark that stretches as far as you can see. A pale moon shines in the pitch-black sky, a lonely thing, further than you could ever hope to reach. The world of the living is beautiful. It's just as empty as the sunless sea. I think it's beautiful. The softly glowing moon shines on a world silver white. The night is dark, but nothing like the void from where you came. In a lightless sea, darkness loses its meaning. Here, in contrast with light, it almost feels alive. It doesn't mean I like the dark, though. I'm glad it's a full moon tonight. Alright. Let's look at this stuff on the floor. You have awoken in a long deserted room. If you can ignore the overturned furniture, broken glass, and fallen chandelier, you would think it would have been a comfortable place. It's spacious, with a thick rug, wide walls, a hearth for warmth, and arched windows for light. A solar or sitting room. You briefly wonder if you would have had the luxury of spending time here as a knight. This room clearly has seen better days. Rust coats iron while grime has settled deep into stone, wool, and wood. The broken windows and overturned furniture tell you that this place wasn't merely abandoned. Who or what left it like this? You can look at the book. It has a rose on it, it looks like. You pick up the book and try to read its faded words, though your hollow gauntlets struggle to turn the pages. It appears to be an epic, romantic novel about a knight. Knightless, rather. Well, I suppose anything is possible in fiction. The pages are filled with lengthy paragraphs of purplish prose that spend too long describing the main character's musings, the scenery, and the main character's musings about the scenery. You feel safe in assuming this hefty volume did not belong to you. Can we look at it again? Mirabelle then looked into the shining, ocean-like pools of his azure blue eyes, oh how blue they were, and blushed deeply, until her fair cheeks were as red as the blooming rose she held in her palm. Quickly she pinned to his caress, catching a glimpse of herself in the mirror, like surface, and blushed further. If I wasn't a spirit already, I'd die from embarrassment after reading this. It sounds like the novels that Saki reads. He reads these like monster fucker like romance novels, and they are written like that. Hey man, don't knock it till you try it. Alright. Alright, let's go with the... We got a broken mirror. Oh, the papers on the floor also... Okay, let's do the papers, and then we'll have everything on the floor. Sheaves of parchment lie scattered near an ancient wooden table. You carefully pick one up and attempt to read the faded script. Oh, I'm gonna be in the way again. Hold on. I'm gonna have to put a new button on my deck just to put me at the other side of the screen, solely for Endysis' works. Okay, hold on. Let me not be in the way. My dear Marchioness, I'm assuming that's how you like a marquis, but it's a female Marchioness, right? My knight and I are most eager to attend the tournament. But my condolences once again for your loss. What a great burden your father has left to a woman as young as yourself. I, of course, would be happy to offer my advice, perhaps in a private setting. Is that us? Oh. The letters continue in a similar fashion, mentioning a tournament, the death of the recipient's father, and promises of courtship or counsel. The words choke with flattery and veiled condescension. Each one is addressed to a Marchioness. You assume this must be a woman you swore fealty to. Though the letters praise her modesty and elegance, you can only imagine her reading the words with a sigh or grimace. You certainly would if you had a face. You set the letter aside without caring where it lands. Is there anything else about these letters? Among one of the letters, you spy what appears to be a drawing, a portrait, but the features are obscured. It bears a signature, H.R.H. His Royal Highness. This Marchioness was a noblewoman who corresponded with royalty. She must have had immense power or wealth, or both. What were they discussing? But frustratingly, you can't make out any other words. Interesting. Alright, let's go back to our corner. Go back. Okay, there we go. Fireplace. A cold stone hearth with only ashes remaining. You try to recall memories of laughter seated before a roaring fire, shared smiles, warm wine, words of comfort whispered, hours nestled shoulder to shoulder, huddled against the cold. Nothing. Who would I have shared tender moments with? Let's look at it again. As you look at the ashes left in the hearth, you spy what you at first think is a stray clump of snow, or a stray clump of snow, but it flutters away on a sudden gust of wind. A feather? It's gone before you can think to reach for it. Portrait. This has got to be the lady. The Marchioness. Painting hangs above the hearth, flaking and aged, its ornate frame tarnished with time. It depicts a woman of no less than 20 summers, dressed in a blue gown, her skin porcelain fair and hair fairer still. A raven, its feathers the same dark hue, perches on her arm. She is beautiful. Not even time can steal this fact from the canvas. Only because she is like me, lifeless and ageless. You stare at the painted face, trying to recall the person it belonged to. If she was the mistress here, I must have served her as a knight. But her name, like yours, escapes you. We don't know our gender, right? What if we are her? The barest flicker of familiarity registers as you gaze at the portrait's flaking blue eyes. Perhaps this image isn't true to life. The artist could have painted her younger or fairer than she was in reality. Those who fail to please their patrons have short careers, after all. Perhaps this is why I don't recognize her, or perhaps I cared that little for my... Ooh, I don't think that we cared that little. It's probably why I don't recognize her. You'd like to imagine you were a loyal knight, loyal enough to remember your oath and the person you swore it to. But what happened to her? The canvas yields no answers. I think the last thing we have is the mirror here. You take another look in the mirror, trying to make out more details on your armor. Oh, time to move again. Oh. It's a deep black, though the metal's luster has been lost to time. Delicate engravings cover its plates, spiraling leaves and gilt florals trace its surface like ivy on the wall. Oh, I always called that filigree. The crest carved onto the center of the cuirass resembles a bird, a crow or a raven, you think. It's probably the house's symbol. It's an intricate piece of craftsmanship, beautiful, truly, but more importantly, it feels familiar, comforting. Wearing it makes you feel less like a spirit and more like you, whoever you are, or whoever you were. Plate armor is already expensive, you think. Hence, only knights can afford to wear full suits into battle. Armor this ornate could only have belonged to someone of great status or renown. That truly be me? What sort of person was I? If I was so important, why wasn't my spirit laid to rest? You know what? That's a good question. If I was so important, why wasn't my spirit laid to rest? Great men are given great funerals, prayers and dirges from sunrise to sundown, candles carved with his name, 100 flickering lights to guide his spirit across the sunless sea. Incense lit to soothe the soul, a pyre to burn away mortal regrets. Either I received not even the barest courtesy at my death, or the burden on my soul weighed so greatly no flame could hope to lift it. But I remember nothing of who I was. How am I supposed to free myself? Okay, we'll go back to I'll go back to my corner now. Whee. Okay, so all of the thingy is gone. So we've inspected everything here. The frost, that's the word. All the frost is gone. So we've inspected everything. So we can either go left or right. I'm gonna go left. You're not my brother. Who? Was that my lady's voice? You wait. But save for the wind, the castle remains silent. If I keep searching, I should remember more. At least, you hope so. Oh, are we like the girl's brother or something? Or like some sort of like their cousin, relative? Maybe. Okay, we can either go left or right or straight to look out the window, I think. So let's... Oh, it goes back. Okay, that's back. My bad. Let's just keep going left. I'm just gonna keep going the same way. Okay, we can inspect stuff here. Is that like... That looks like animal marks. And so does that over there. Looks like the only thing we can interact with is the door. A pair of doors stand at the end of the hall. They don't budge even when you press the full weight of your armor against them. Locked. Okay, so that was all that was in here. So we can go back. So I guess we have to go right. There's glass on the floor, the armor, the banners, the door. Looks like that's what's interactable. Let's go with the glass. Broken glass and piled snow blanket the floor of this hall as well. The shards glint like splintered teeth. You remembered tales you've heard before. Tales you have told and tales you have been told. Tales of men who broke from death and grew iron skin and teeth. Iron has always been sacred to spirits, they say. I suppose that's why I was drawn to my armor and not some other object. But why was I drawn here at all? Good question. Do we gotta look at the glass a second time? I once heard somebody tell stories about the sunless sea, of the spirits who failed to cross its shores and wandered eternally through the lands of the living. But who? And were they ever true? You can't help but feel you have an answer now. Okay, let's look at the armor. A rusted suit of armor donning a faded blue surcoat surveys the hall. It's impressive, but dated, and doesn't hold a candle to the fine craftsmanship of your own armor. Hello? You try to call out, and immediately feel foolish. You don't have a body, so naturally you have no voice either. What are the chances there's another haunted suit of armor here, after all? You tap the suit of armor's visor. No response. No other ghostly knights in this castle, then. Alright, the banners. These must be our symbol, the house's symbol. Proud banners adorn the walls. Each bears a raven with its wings unfurled, similar to the one engraved on your armor. This is the symbol of the family I served. Called it. Yet you don't feel any sense of pride as you gaze upon them. Almost the opposite. And the frost is gone, so we've inspected everything, so let's see if we can go through the door. It's the storage room, I think. We got a rack with something, shelf, trapdoor. Okay, the rack. It's a wooden rack for holding weapons. A pair of training staves lean against forlornly. You sweep your gaze over the room. Not a single sword or spear lies in sight. You let your gauntlet fall to the side where a scabbard would hang off your belt if you were carrying one. I can't deny I'd feel safer with a sword. You know what they say about old habits and dying. Let's click it again. A rack for holding weapons, but none lie in sight. It's strange that I haven't come across a single sword, spear, or axe yet. I think the place has been raided. I think that they were attacked and then raided. Not even a decorative one. Taken by thieves, most likely. Okay, the shelf. It's a storage room filled with a few empty crates and shelves. Dust coats the surface of old wood and moth-eaten fabric, thick as frost, untouched by the sun. Thin moon-white cobwebs fill every corner and crevice. Against the far wall, you see a rickety shelf laden with blankets, horseshoes, and other riding equipment. You even spy what looks like a tournament bearing a unicorn-shaped crest. Oh, that up top. Likely the personal symbol of whatever knight this loyal steed once carried. You've seen this crest before. Emblazoned with a blue standard fluttering in the field. A satchel with the same crest sits atop the shelf. Find out what it holds. I doubt this is... No. We're gonna investigate. Luckily for you, your armor is still tall enough to reach it without straining. You wonder if your suit would hold together if you were to fall. Would you be able to put yourself together if your arms were no longer attached to you? You carefully lift the satchel, each leather crinkling at your metallic touch. Your fingerplates graze over the crest. Snow. Flower. Hi, Kak. Welcome. We're playing the new demo for the new endysis game, The Last Winter Night. Gingerly, you open it. Rather than the equestrian supplies you were expecting, you find an assortment of objects. A broken necklace, torn linen, and numerous letters. Personal, sentimental belongings. Oh, we can investigate the items. Okay. It looks lovely, as with all their work, right? It's actually really interesting because we can click on stuff and then learn about the items. So like, it's not just like, it's a point and click game as well as a visual novel. It's like both in one, which is kind of fun, and I really like it so far. The frost around the edges of our screen tells us that we can investigate things. And when it's gone, we've investigated everything. So yeah. I think my vision is terrible right now. I woke up like 19 minutes ago. Well, just rest and wake up, and you can enjoy the story with us while you wake up. Alright, so let's go with this. It looks like a handkerchief, maybe? A torn piece of embroidered linen. The fabric is fine, and you're afraid to hold it with your gauntlet, lest the metal catch on the threads. It's patterned with flowers, leaves, and vines. Motifs common enough in clothing, but rarely on fabric this delicate. Oh, I know what this is. It's a wedding veil, or at least the remnants of one. All that's left of the sorry thing is a scrap of fabric burnt and stained at the one end. The stitches are uneven and filled with gaps, too tight in some places and too loose in others. The bride who made this was not a skilled seamstress, to put it charitably. With needlework like this, it's a wonder she married at all. Could I have been married? Was I ever in love? I want to know, was I ever in love? Finding a bride would have been a necessary task for a knight like you, but perhaps you cared more for companionship than dowries or alliances. But if you were, what does it mean that you don't remember who she was? Your supposed partner for life? And let's look at the necklace. A simple amber pendant with broken clasp. It could have belonged to a man or a woman, but given the fine linen it rests on, you find the latter more likely. It twinkles in the dark like a drop of stolen light. Uncut amber hangs off the plain, broken cord, beautiful but simple, hardly a piece worthy of a noble or anyone of rank. Still, you imagine that somebody treasured it, at least for a time. Okay, letters. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Letters stowed carefully away. Were these written by someone you knew? You carefully fish out an envelope. Your frustration, they're too faded to read. It looks like they were damaged, or the ink was of poor quality. I wish I could have gotten a name, something, anything. A number of old letters, too faded to read. You scrutinize them regardless, searching for whatever they might tell you. You notice that each page was folded carefully, almost precisely into the perfect thirds. I do Guys, when I'm folding letters to put into envelopes, the autism just pops the fuck out, and I'm like, it's gotta be perfect. I gotta like line up each line and make it perfect thirds and then put it in the envelope. I'm insane about it. Do not let me mail shit. The person who sent them had a meticulous hand, you think. A faded note, a scrawl of handwriting barely visible on a parchment scrap. The ink looks blotted away in places by water or tears. You decipher it as best you can. I told you I don't want them back. Take them or throw them away. I don't want to talk. I don't want to see you again. Not after what you've done. Well, that certainly doesn't bode well for this recipient. You shouldn't have. Think of it as an early wedding gift. Come on, try it on. I'm a lousy partner if I can't spoil you from time to time, aren't I? That's not true. You're all I could ask for. You deserve it. You deserve so much. I gotta go back over here. Whee! Spring. Bright sunlight spills over a bustling town square. The market blooms with colors, pennants fluttering in the air like butterflies, stalls strung with dried flowers, people filling the streets, tunics and skirts of woad and weld blossoming among the cobblestone. You keep your long hair covered, despite the warm day. Silver strands stand out like a blot of ink on a fresh page. Is that us? But she stands out anyway. Her loose waves flow down her back, burning red in the sunlight. Uncouth, you knew, for a woman her age, but she never cared what others thought of her. You admired that. You were always a little envious of it. Gingerly, she touched the drop of gold around her neck, as if it were the most precious thing in the world. But she stares upward, as if the real treasure is held in her eyes. Oh, let me go back. Wait. I still don't know your name. A gift for someone you once knew. Someone who was close to you, at least for a time. Someone who cared for you. Someone who betrayed you. You deserve so much. And that voice, that familiar voice of someone who wanted to give her the world, but only the sword on his belt and the armor on his back, and little more. A knight, like you. What did I, do? Interesting. Okay, trapdoor still. What looks like a hatch lies on the side of the room. You try to lift it and meet resistance. Your hollow arms clang in unison with the metallic screeching of the hinges as you strain to open it. It swings open to reveal pitch blackness. I shouldn't have expected anything else, should I? Yet, something in the dark pulls at your memory. Twisting corridors, tunnels melting into the next. A pursuit. Hunters cornering prey. But was I the one chasing or being pursued? All you know is that some piece of the answers you seek lies down here. Well, time to go. Curiosity swallows sense as you descend into the darkness. Your sabatons clang on the steps, echoing into the lightness. Soulless. Unending. Dark. Okay, this is one we can press. Oh, that. Okay. Blacker than the sunless sea. Blacker than the place where you were nothing. You clamber out of the dark and nearly tumble into the dusty floor. I can't go further without light. I can't. This is 1,000 times worse than the fear I held when I was alive. The sun would always rise again no matter how many nights I could not sleep. There is no sunrise on the sunless sea. You give the hatch door a push, letting it fall closed, and shakily step away. Your answers will have to wait until I have light and a way to leave a trail. If the tunnels are as twisting as I remember, I don't fancy becoming lost down there either. So we have to get items in order to progress. Okay, that's kind of cool. Alright, so the only way left to go is to the right, back in the room that we were at. Maybe a young girl, but she isn't blind. Can't you see? The North needs someone like you. Who? Wait. I see. Okay. Oh, we gotta go back here and then through this door. So this is new. So we've got a tapestry, a door, and a door. The window, no. Just a tapestry in here? You spy the remnants of a tapestry clinging to the wall. A knight on horseback charges at a giant thing tied by chains. Dragon, I think. Bolts stick out of its back. The lone rider is flanked by knights of different colors bearing shields and spears. Revenants? You said this wouldn't be a scary story. What's this? Are you afraid of a simple tale? Revenants. But they're the size of men, not whatever this is supposed to be. No, tapestries often commemorate great events, battles, victories. Perhaps the beast here was a metaphorical one. A great nation, an enemy army, a tyrant. Nothing more. Alright, so left or right? We keep going left first, so let's continue. Light? Okay, this looks like a prayer room of some sort. Let's do I always love stained glass. Moonlight flitters softly through a stained glass window. You recognize the scene depicted in colored glass. a scene from the Tales of the Mist. It's the hero, Tristram, lantern and sword in hand, preparing to slay the revenant that terrorized his people. But the story isn't a happy one. It's a tale of sacrifice and folly. Tristram, why is that name familiar? Oh, you made me small. Hold on. Hold on, you made me tiny. Hi. I gotta get back. I gotta go my corner. There we go. I'm in my corner. Well, the tale was a popular one, and the name was common enough when I was alive. Don't poke me. I eat you. I eat you. Stop. No. We're trying to have serious story right now. Dang. But you can't help but feel there's more to it than that. Okay, let's look at it again. Excuse me. I missed you too, Coyote. Not streaming has been sucky. Man. No, you're fine, Coyote. I'm just being an ass. Oh, hold on. Oh no, it's not charging my phone. No, what do I do? Why aren't you charging? Charge it. Okay, there we go. Now it's charging it. That's weird. The other thing wasn't charging it. I think we're good now. No, I'm good. I just had to put it in a different USB slot for some reason. It's charging now. I just unplugged my controller. It's fine. The stained glass window above you depicts a scene from an old tale, the tale of a king who sacrificed everything in atonement for his folly. Tristram. It aptly means sorrow. Are you okay, little girl? Oh, she's closed the door on herself. Hold on. Silly little beans. Okay. I really like the thought of monochromatic stained glass. I'm sure it's out there. Those sound like an emergency meow. See, I was an emergency meow. Like, let me out! It was funny because she meowed and I looked over towards the door and she just looked at me like, help. Bestowed upon newborn boys in the hopes that they'll lead humble lives, or on the unlucky number who survived their births while their mothers did not. Dude, if that would be the reason that was my name, I would be so upset. Okay, so there's chest, light, and the other candles. I wish I could physically handle a pet. It's okay. Candles cover the room in every size and shape you could imagine a candle taking. Some are plain, half-melted stubs clinging stubbornly to their prickets, while others are tall and carefully carved with ornaments and flowers. Almost all are engraved with a name. It's a chapel. Oh, see, I didn't say it felt like a prayer room. A place where the rites were given and prayers whispered, where all facets of life were celebrated. Births, funerals, weddings. I know this place. I've carved names here. Golden light, softly scattered by stained glass. Warm voices, borrowed silks, flowers. For the first time you can remember, the scent of flower mixes with the incense and melting wax. You're not sure what they're called, but they're golden, like her eyes. Gold like the thin band you carry that glints like a ring of sunlight. It slips over her finger easily with a promise and a whisper, or a promise whispered. It weighs like an oath kept. Your family gains another member today, but not all are present to witness it. Your father is not here to see this joy. Your heart is so light you almost don't notice it. The warmth is gone, leaving your hollow plates colder than before. As the tender memory ebbs away, a trace of bitterness takes its place. A woman in a veil. We had a wife. That vision. You try to remember warmth. You try to conjure the smell of incense and the glow of flickering candles again, but your steel shell remains cold. Yet, somebody significant to you once stood here. Their memory tugs at your soul. You don't know whether from gratitude, affection, or something else. You consider that you don't know how long you'll need to spend in the cellars. Will I have enough light? You stare at the scores of candles before you. Take as many candles as you can carry. Take a few spares for safety. Don't take any. I'll take a few spares for safety, because if we take all we can carry, I might encumber myself. It's only prudent. You select a few candles, reaching only for the nameless, uncarved ones. You're not sure if you could draw your fellow spirit's ire, but decide not to take any chances. You step away with a fuller pouch. With a hollow body, you easily notice even the slightest shift in weight. Or is it your thoughts that weigh on you? See, I told you we didn't want to become encumbered. Alright, so the candelabra. An ornate candlestick sits on the altar. The candles resting on it are carved almost as beautifully as the spiraling black iron itself. These candles would have been lit as offerings to the spirits, both to guide them to rest and to ask for guidance in return. And now, it can indeed guide the spirit, mine, through the cellars. But I need some way to light it. Candles must have been lit here regularly, so there must be tools in the room I could use. Probably in the box. It's a pewter box. Inside you find shards of flint, striking iron, and char cloth. Oh, you brought me back. Hold on. Hello. I are back to my normal self, and I can wave again. Hi. Tools for lighting fire. Perfect. Sea Squirrel Mike! Welcome! I haven't seen you in forever! Hello, hello, how are you doing? Welcome back! We're enjoying a really cool, like, point and click / visual novel combo job game by a dev I really enjoy. Been a while. Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you've been well. Missed ya. Alright, we'll take them. You have no excuse not to enter the cellars now. You take them. My work schedule's been crazy. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Do we take this now? You take a moment to admire the fine carvings on the candles. Spend so much time carving wax only for it to melt away. The poor soul who carved this must have cared deeply for their departed. But candles are candles, beautifully etched or not. I can take this to light my way through the cellars. You strike the flint until a spark catches and light the 3 long candles standing in the candelabra. Luckily, I should be able to catch more streams in the future. Oh, nice! That's great. If you don't, though, I do also have the VOD channel now on YouTube that I post all VODs to after like the day or two after stream. I always post them straight there, so you can always go watch them there. And then I have a bunch that are edited if you don't have as much time that are on the other channel on YouTube. This game sounds good. Yeah, I've played 2 other games by this dev, endysis. They're solo dev. Oops. So they do all the art, the music, story, everything, just them. And I think that they're really awesome. I don't know, I just I've fallen in love with their style. We started with the game It Paints Me, which was a really beautiful gothic story about like a man who was dying and stuff, so that was great. So It Paints Me is on Steam and it's free, if I remember. It Paints Me is free. The other one I really enjoyed that we played, Portrait of a Ghost, is only on itch.io, but it's good. Thank you for the lurk, Coyote. I appreciate it. And Portrait of a Ghost is about a charlatan who can, quote unquote, take pictures of a ghost for people who are grieving, but he actually runs into a ghost, and it's kind of cool. And then this, what we're playing right now, is on Steam. It's only a demo right now. It's the new game that they're working on, called The Last Winter Night. And basically, so far, we are a ghost that has woken up in this suit of iron armor, and we don't know why. Are the games connected? So from things that I've read, from what other people have said, I do believe Portrait of a Ghost and It Paints Me are related, because apparently, oh no, you're fine. Because apparently, I guess there's like pictures from the couple It Paints Me in Portrait of a Ghost, so I'm assuming those two are in the same universe. This one, and those are like 1800s stories, like Victorian era. This is more like feudal era stuff, so I don't know if it's in the same universe and like older, but it's gorgeous nonetheless. And then they also have another one that they're working on that has a demo that I haven't played yet, called shoot, it's like it looked like a Red Riding Hood type thing. Snow White Ashes, that's what it's called, Snow White Ashes. And it looked like a little Red Riding Hood type thing, but like with a hunter, and like hunter hunting you, but you're also hunting the hunter deal. I haven't played it yet though, but I do want to play that demo. And then they have another game that I want to play that's only on itch called Kit. I don't know anything about Kit other than the picture is pretty and it is of a man holding a Kindle. But I do want to play that as well. So I don't know. I really love endysis. They're also very active on Blue Sky. They respond to me all the time. They've even DM'd me. They're very, very sweet. I love them to pieces. So I encourage everyone to support endysis. Hello, Sakri. Welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, no need to apologize. I love praising Endysis's work, and like if I can promote them every day, I would. I do need to get on Blue Sky. You should. A lot of great people are on Blue Sky. I left Twitter entirely. Hold on, my nose is running. I left Twitter like entirely, and I'm only on Blue Sky. So I meet a lot of really great people on there every day. I gotta take this brace off. It's making my bug bites itch. There's some bug bites on my hand the other day. And of course the bug is like, let me bite all 3 of your knuckles that are in a row. Why would you do that, stupid bug? Yeah, I have a wrist brace that I use from time to time because if I work too much lifting things or whatever, my anemia kicks in and my extremities start to get shooting pains, so the brace helps that a little bit so that I don't get them as much. Unfortunately, I'm an anemic little bitch, so I have a lot of problems. But it's okay. Did you guys hear that? That's our new upstairs neighbors. They're very loud sometimes. Thankfully, they're not loud when we have to go to bed, so it's fine. But regardless, glad to catch a stream. Yeah, I'm so glad you're here. It's great. Oh, you didn't hear it? Okay. I heard it through my headphones. Our upstairs neighbors are very loud. Clearly, they were not raised in an apartment complex and were not taught how you're supposed to walk when you're upstairs, but you know, it's okay. And always glad to support you how I can. Yeah, I'm always appreciative that you're here. You're a really great dude. How are you supposed to walk? Lightly. So like you walk gently from heel to toe when you walk, or you know, yeah, heel to toe. You walk lightly heel to toe when you're in an apartment so that you don't like disturb the other people around you. But the people upstairs literally have the heaviest footfalls. Like it literally sounds like they have cinder blocks on their feet when they walk. And I don't know why. They also have a dog up there, and the dog makes less sound when it runs across the floor than they do. Like that's insane to me. But again, they don't make any noise when I have to go to bed, so that's all I can ask for. If they're not stomping around up there when I have to sleep, then I don't give a shit. They can stomp around all they want. Oops, I keep accidentally clicking the save button. Now I feel bad. I've always been in the top floor person at the dormitories and university apartments. Yeah, just like don't feel bad, but like, you know, you can just walk lightly. Be conscious of the noise that you make when you walk. That's all. Heel to toe is how I was taught to walk during marching band. Yeah, because it's the most stable way to walk. Because if you walk if you walk toe to heel, then you're gonna bring your weight down heavy, and you have like a chance to injure the back of your foot actually. So if you walk heel to toe, it's easier. The only time you want to walk toe to heel, the only time you want to walk toe to heel is if you're wearing heeled shoes or boots. Because if you walk heel to toe in heeled shoes or boots, especially if you're wearing like stilettos, it can't hold all of your weight, so you have to do toe first. But that's the only time you're going to want to do that. Otherwise, you should always walk heel to toe first. It's better for you. Damn, lock was on. It's all good. But yeah, but 3 years of it, I should have known. Well, you were never taught. How can you know something? Oops, sorry. How can you know something you were never taught? Do not beat yourself up for something you were never taught, yeah? That's why I'm not mad at my upstairs neighbors. Like, clearly they were never taught. It is what it is. I'm not gonna go up there and be like, stop stomping around. Like, it's fine. They don't do it when I'm sleeping. I don't care. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's in the past. You can't change the past, so all you can do is know now for the future. It's fine. No biggie. No harm foul. No harm done. No harm, no foul. Yeah, words are a thing that I know how to do. We say that as I'm literally playing a BN where I have to read. A soft glow radiates from the tiny flames, now bathed in moonlight. For a moment they seem to glow blindingly bright. Will we get another memory? Promise me you'll take care of your sister. Promise me you'll never fight, that you'll love each other. Spare our daughter, please. I beg of you, she's done no wrong. Those voices, I don't recognize them. That must have been the past. But why did that feel less like a memory and more like a dream? You toss your helmet and gorget as if you were shaking your head, and then take the candlestick. You can sort out riddles later. Alright, so we can leave. We have light now. We can go down into... But we haven't gone in the other door yet. Did we? Did we go in the other door? No, we didn't go in the other door. It's a study. Okay. So we can only interact with the light. Maybe if we light it, and then we can interact with other stuff. You carefully take your candlestick and bring it to the tall candelabra, setting each wick alight with the flame. That's better. Okay, yeah, I was right. Now we can interact with stuff. Okay. These images are so good, right? So here's the crazy thing. I don't know if I said this earlier, C-Swirl, but endysis does all of this themselves. The art, the music, the coding, the story, all of it. And endysis is a one-person studio. They're insane. I love them. All right, so we got a stack of papers, a map, a bottle, and a painting. Kinda looks like us from the memories? Question mark? Wait, what? I'm dead serious. They do all of this shit themselves. Oh, and we have a drawer. Okay. Okay, let's see what's in the drawer first. I might need a key. Oh no, I don't. The drawers, you find several corked bottles of alcohol, dusty and undisturbed. You wonder if the Marchioness and her predecessor was fond of drink. The top right drawer is locked and will not open. I had a feeling I need a key. To the map. A faded map lies on the desk. It depicts two territories as its center, divided by a great river. Litherseer and Ostara. Looks like Litherseer and Ostara. Those names I recognize. Oh, we can learn about them. Litherseer, the kingdom of silver north and golden south. Sunsets over endless fields. Birch forests turning pale gold with autumn's chill. The white river Askir gleaming with ice. Thank you for the alert, Alistair. Thank you. As a drunk, don't drink the drink. Also avoid the drunk. But I might learn more about myself. We don't remember anything. We got to learn about ourselves. Pale crests of waves breaking on the boreal sea. Sky ridge peak scraping a frost blue horizon. A place I fought for with tooth and nail. So we're from here, Litherseer. Okay. Ostara, the kingdom across the river. Vengeance, snow, blood, smoke, screams. Beyond that, I don't remember. Interesting. Oh wait, what the heck is this? Was this under the map? Behind the map, you find a note. Oh, it's moving time. Hold on. Endysis, if you're watching this like you watched the other one, I'm not upset. We're good. My lady, you made the right decision. The lion's den is too dangerous for a young girl like you. You can rely on me to handle the peace talks. I'm glad you understand why sending Sir Tristan, or Tristan would be imprudent. A bastard has no place rubbing shoulders with the lords, no matter how decorated. I'm sure I need not remind you what they call him. The Prince Slayer's presence could only give the wrong impression at a peace summit. Nor do the blood-hungry hounds who side with Hemdale need further encouragement. Please don't worry yourself. Ever your loyal commander, Sir D. Sir D. I'm sorry, that's funny. I don't feel well, I have to leave. Okay, get some rest. I hope you feel better soon. Back in the corner, okay. Prince Slayer, Blood Hungry Hounds. I keep hitting save by accident. Let's go Prince Slayer. Do you upload to YouTube? Yeah, so I have 2 channels on YouTube. One for VODs and one for edited VODs. So if you want the unedited VODs, hold on. If you want the unedited VODs channel...
Introducing remarkable paper.
Shut up.
Give me...
You're gonna want... This one is the one that I upload stuff to like a day or 2 after I stream. And then...
Give me, Chris...
Shh. God damn. And then this is the one where edited VODs are. So we have YouTubes. I also have, if you're interested in it, I have not updated it in like a year and a half, but I also have this channel where I read scary stories, if you like that type of thing. I have a lot of YouTube channels. Don't mind me. And then I also technically have a help desk channel that I abandoned years ago. So, there you go. You follow one of my channels? Nice. Prince Slayer. A mere knight dares spill royal blood? Already following you on Phantom Bites. Yeah, someday I will get back to that. I have a new order that I want to do Phantom Bites. Instead of adding it to my usual roster of weekly stuff, I'm thinking about working like behind the scenes, working on an entire season, and then once the whole season is like recorded and finished, letting that shit pop up on YouTube. Just that way I can work on it like in between stuff without having to worry. But I haven't started that yet. But I will eventually. I just moved, so like I'm still settling into the house. And then once I have my routine in the new place, I think that I'm going to try and add that into the mix and see how it works. Small wonder this Sir Tristan would be shunned, even for a veteran. It seems he was no champion of peace, but had he some reason for bloodying his hands? For those listening, Phantom Bites is so good. I'm glad you like it. Oh, that means a lot to me. Tristan. You turn the name over in your mind, repeating its rhythm. Tristan. 2 syllables, backwards heartbeat. Its cadence is familiar, engraved in your memory, like the etchings on your armor. He was a knight, with bloodied hands, like you. Let's see. Okay, we still have more stuff to look at. An empty glass bottle. As you brush a cobweb off with your gauntlet, a scent, a memory of a scent, wafts over you. Stale liquor, stinging bitterness, honey masked to it. You almost recoil in distaste. I take it I wasn't one for strong drink. Could I use this to hold something to leave a trail within the cellars? Sure. Let's take it. I could use this to hold something to leave a trail, like powder. You take the bottle and fix it snugly to your belt. Let's look at these books. Shelves of books and records on what looks like a variety of subjects. You walk over and examine the spines until you spot one that bears the same emblem on your armor. A raven with wings extended like a leaf. Ancestry of the House of Winter. That must be the family name of the Marquess. Navigating the pages isn't easy with the metal fingers, but you manage, flipping through decades, if not centuries, of names, dates, and facts until you land on the most recent entry. Oh, time to move again. Welcome, Alice! Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Let's... Oh, welcome to the realm of the living. Year 228. On the 2nd day of the 2nd month, a daughter is born to the Marquis Sigmund and Lady Vivian, and given the name Sigland. I like that, Sigland. 5 days later, Lady Vivian perishes. Year 246. On the 7th day of the 2nd month, Lord Sigmund perishes after many months of illness. It does make sense because we did read earlier that someone was trying to court her because she was in charge of everything but was young. So this makes sense. Lady Sigmund is named his successor and bestowed the title of Marchioness. Dude, why do you have so many points? What the hell? I hope you know it does nothing. It does say in there, it does nothing. It did nothing. Congrats. All it was the test to show everybody how much fucking points you had for no reason. I don't know what this does, and I don't care. It does nothing. Other than for you to brag that you had so many points. That's it. LOL. Not the clap. What? You want me to clap? Congrats. Okay, we can go back. Sigland von Winter. My master. We German? Von is German. So you were 18 years old when your father croaked? And the Marchioness and the one in the painting are the same, and the lady I served was barely more than a child. I don't want to give anyone the clap. You're funny. That voice earlier, you're not my brother. You flipped through earlier entries. There's no mention of a son. Was that not the Marchioness's voice I heard? You close the book with a sinking feeling, and you're curious. I wonder if we're the bastard brother. It's a painting of a man with white hair and beard, dressed in fine furs and jewels. There's a clear resemblance between him and the portrait of the woman in the solar. He painted his eye, or his painted eyes stared down at you in a stoic contempt. You ungrateful bastard! Who gave you everything you have? Who granted you the honor and privilege of knighthood when you should be rotting in the streets? Stale liquor, dusty cedar, parchment and ink. It's a tournament day, but you're not in the spirit for games. You retreated here in a foul mood, unaware that he had shirked his duties and done the same. What more do you want, boy? You know what I want, father. I remember him. This man was my father. We are the bastards, brother. Oh, I called it. Hell yeah. The master of the castle was my father, yet there was no mention of my birth in the record. And his daughter succeeded him, while I became nothing more than a knight. And even that was a privilege he deemed me unworthy of. What did he refuse to give me? What did I want from him? What did I want from him? What did I want from him? And why wouldn't he give it to me? Even if it was more than what your vassal deserved, even if I was born in shame, I was still your son, wasn't I? I'm so proud of myself for figuring that out. A stack of papers sits on the desk. You look through them and find names, figures, and numbers. They're fiscal documents. Little of this looks legible, though. They're stained and faded. On one of the better preserved pages is a roster of knights listed in order of rank, along with their respective fiefs and incomes. This many knights? What a wealthy master we shared. The tensions with Ostara were high, however. That makes plenty of sense. One knight whose name you cannot make out is listed at the bottom. Whoever he was had far lower earnings than the rest. Probably us. And I have nothing left to investigate because the corners are gone. Goodbye. You have not spent years protecting the commons from Ostarian invaders. To them, you are a princess locked in a white tower, and well aware of my shortcomings. And the reason you stayed where you are is because Sir Tristan is loyal to you, but loyalties can change. Interesting. Did you not like my gift? It's beautiful, but... Oh, we gotta move again. Hold up. You stand in the solar, your arms folded tightly in front of you. Your eyes flit over the suit of polished steel that stands there in solemn silence, a gleaming shadow. You don't know what else to say. It is beautiful, worthy of a prince, and worth a prince's ransom, but it's still only a suit of armor. To an ordinary knight, a gift like this would be an honor of a lifetime. But for a hero of the kingdom, a veteran of the Great Ice War, a man who's given and sacrificed so much, how could a single suit of armor ever be enough? I only wanted... Okay, so I wonder if we can use ash to find the way back. Let's see. A cold hearth full of ash. Ash. Not the ideal trail marker, but I've had no better options. You do your best to scoop up the ash from the hearth into the glass bottle. It slips through the cracks in your gauntlets and settles deep into the fine etchings of the flames, turning beautiful black steel gray. But you have other things to concern yourself with other than being tidy. Finally, once the bottle is filled, you return it to its place on your belt. I hope this works. Not an ideal trail marker, but it will have to do. A shame no one left a pile of pebbles lying around. Oh, I'm so good. My brain is so big for this game. Okay, so this way was back towards... No, that's the locked door. This way. This way. Okay, down here. Now we can go down here and hopefully not freak the fuck out. Once more, you lift the hatch and stare into the open maw of the cellar staircase. The light from the candles faintly flickering outlines staggered steps swallowed by the darkness below. Right, so we can see where we're going now, which is good. Oh, but I'm not where I belong. I'm not where I belong. Ah. You stare into the blackness, one gauntlet gripped on your candlestick, the other reaffirming that the bottle was on your belt, sits snug. It's now or never. And so you descend. Step by step. Your sabatons clang. Your halberd rattles against the shell of your cuirass. You grip your candlestick tightly, as if it's shield and weapon both. The tunnels are wider than you remember. Wider than the oppressive twisting stone you imagined. There's ample room above your helm and around you. So much that your candlelight barely reaches the walls on either side. There's no sound but the ringing of steel against steel as you step onwards. The shaking of your hauberk clink clank within your hollow cuirass echoes in like a heartbeat. Finally, up ahead, you come across a fork in the path. Choices again. Left or right? Search your memories, left or right? Okay, let's do search your memories. What path did you take so many years ago? You are following the lantern light of somebody. Somebody you held on to tightly. Or were they holding on to you? Right. Okay, so we go right. Don't poke me! Get out of here. You leave a small pile of ash to mark the turn, and then continue into the dark. It's strange how familiar this feels. Not this place, but this darkness. How crushing it is. How alone. Why would you make me bald? That's just rude. Man, I'm gonna reread this line so that I'm not bald for the fucking VOD. The edited VOD. I'm gonna reread this line. Not this place, but this darkness. How crushing it is. How alone. Why go away? It's on a timer. I ain't gonna be bald forever. Hell no. You crazy. Somewhere once I was freezing. I was hurt. I was trying to build a fire, but my fingers were numb. With every shake of your metal heartbeat, you give silent thanks that you no longer feel the cold. The path continues on and on, stone after stone. If only there was a cheese toggle to put on your dome. Listen, if you want to throw cheese at people, go watch Royal Cato. Okay, you can throw cheese at her all day. The path continues on and on, stone after stone. Finally, after what could be minutes or hours, you spy another fork in the path. Well, let's search our memories again. It seems to be doing us right. Hand over the girl. What did you do to father? Answer me. You can hate me all you wish. A young girl cries. A night's resolve. Voices. One of them. Yours. Oh, I was brought food. Yay. Saki just made this. It's like burning hot. It's like 10 p.m. Food is good though. Gotta get used to the new stream schedule. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming later because yeah, I'm doing stuff in the day now. No, he brought me ravioli. Hold on, I'm gonna eat it real quick. Even better? Yeah, it's really good. I think this is the spinach one. It tastes like the spinach ravioli. Saki, did you feed the kid too? Or is she not up still? Okay. Got his bowl first, good. Are you a grab and hasha shasha? Yeah. I'm like, it's really hot. I'm just eating it anyway. I'm good for it. I like how you all are just sitting here watching me eat. Ooh, entertain. It's chewing ASMR. Time for me to disappear for work. Good luck at work. Have fun. Okay, I wolfed down my food. Are you not entertained? No. I will pray that there be a smaller truckload for you tonight. That was good. That hit the spot. Disregard previous. All right, so we gotta go left this time. Bye. I like it when his mouth does the chewing. You know, that sounds so fucking weird. Do you even know? All right. I am entertained. Good. You make another mark with the ash, then continue down your path. Voices whisper at the edges of your mind, a tangle of threads faded, frayed. You can't make out the words, can't reach through the torn veil of your memories. Half of you wants to scream with the lungs you don't have. The other half wants to turn back and run. Hold on. I got something stuck in my teeth. Steady. If being down here makes me feel this way, I must be getting closer. I can do nothing but continue. So continue to do. Maybe we're continuing to where we died. As you walk, the candles you carry seem to flicker and burn brighter than before. You grip the candlestick tightly and continue on a cautious pace. Step after step. Finally, up ahead, another turn comes into view. Another fork. Oh, what do our memories say? This time, there's nothing at all. No, wait. You're not my brother. My brother is a hero. He would never hurt me or betray me like this. I'm not a hero. What did we do? We did something fucked up. Let's go right. You leave more ash to mark your trail and continue through the tunnels, hoping you picked correctly. You walk for what feels like hours, where every hollow, clinging step reminds you that you are alone. You are alone. Whispers wrap around you like silk, trapping you in their threads. You are alone. You are not alone. Voices linger. Memory coalesces. Yours, theirs, yours. They flicker and burn. They wither and choke. Ash gives way to cold and dark. The waves of the sea call. The dead do not belong. You jerk violently as hot wax drips onto your gauntlet, making you flinch, as if your skin were flesh and not steel. You fumble and nearly drop the candlestick. Steady. Steady. I'm far from the shores of the sea. Nothing can go wrong. Nothing worse than being dead already. I just need to get through this. You continue on, more briskly than before, as if to make up lost time. Finally, up ahead, you see something on the ground, a glint in the dark. You doubt your own senses at first. No, something really is there. Carefully, you approach. Candlelight falls on metal caked in dust and decay. The curve of a cuirass, the threads of a molding surcoat. The white of bone. A corpse lies before you. Spirits. Well, we can investigate the corpse. So his crest, which is of our house, his face, skull, and keys. So let's that. A medallion in the shape of a raven hangs around the knight's gorget. You note how similar it looks to the one worn by the Marchioness and the Marquise in their portraits. The mark of a high ranking. No, the highest ranking. Your highest rank given to a knight. Alright. Keys. Keys hang off of a ring on the fallen knight's belt. I'll have to take those before I leave. I wonder if they go to the... Oh, I hit my mic. I wonder if those go to the drawer upstairs. I'm sorry, but I need them. I can only hope this unlocks the door in the hall. Oh, there's that door as well. Yeah. The corpse of the knight lays against the wall, jaw locked into soulless cries, socket staring eternally upward. He spent his last moments calling out to, cursing whatever or whoever killed him. Light a candle in respect, yes. It doesn't feel right to leave him like this, but I don't know who this is. I can't carve a name, I don't remember. Rest in peace. It seems you have no choice but to leave the dead knight be. You've been down in the cellars a good while. With the candlelight waning, you decide to retreat the way you came. You reach for the keys looped on the knight's belt. Oh, he is also not dead. That armor, you dare show yourself again, traitor? In another time and place. Castle Winter, Leaf, year 3. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh. Why are we meowing? What? I'm fine. I just need water, buddy. Sorry, Castle Winter, Leaf. Year 308, Winter. Grandmother, I brought you some warm milk. You are my heir, Tristan, not a servant. Will you wait until I cross the sunless sea before you act like it? The young man wordlessly sets down the steaming cup and retreats from the room. You almost feel a pang of remorse as you hear the door close behind him with a quiet thud. Old age is making you sentimental. The regrets you thought you tossed aside weighed like piled stones. The boy is almost 30, and on the surface an ideal successor. Level-headed, poised, a seasoned warrior, a skilled diplomat, like you trained him to be. But his heart is fragile and weak, just like... You sigh and turn towards the painting on the wall. Like him. His portrait is hung on that wall for decades. It was painted from your memories and descriptions. The artist spared no detail, but captured his likeness with a melancholy so true to life it stung you. Far from the heroic figure you wanted him to be remembered as. You dismissed that artist from your court in disgrace and hung up the portrait in the privacy of your chambers, safe from the eyes of the world. He's pretty. And so he has kept watch over you, decade after decade, reminding you of your failures. You find yourself speaking to the dead more than the living these days. You dream of the things you ask him, explain to him, beg of him, demand from him. Until we meet again beyond the sunless sea, dear brother. Oh, I think that's us. Okay. Oh no, that's right, it's a fucking demo! I forgot I was something! I forgot it was a demo! Shit. Oh, it's so good, what the fuck? Oh, I really want to play the rest of it, god damn it. Music, art, story, GUI, program, sound designed by endysis. See, I told you, endysis does this shit all by themselves. Armor and arms consultant, additional folly, webpans, armor, play testing, Samuel, Kobetea, special thank you to Calamancer. Thank you for playing. Wishlist on Steam. Join my newsletter. Return. Okay, so this picture is us. We are handsome. We're handsome as fuck. It's so good, right? I love endysis' stories. They're so good. Oh, I want to play more of this game, but it's only a demo. I had a feeling I was gonna get sucked in. So that's amazing. We have one more demo to play today, not from endysis, but from someone else who I just randomly found on Blue Sky. And this one is called Under Heaven or Hell, and I really liked the artwork. This is a multi-person studio. I follow both the studio and the artist for this game, and it looked cool. So I had to download it off of itch, so hopefully it works. There we go. So this is Under Heaven or Hell, and I really, again, look, the art is gorgeous, so I had to play it, right? Their Blue Sky has like a sickeningly few number of people following it too. Actually, let me look. Maybe they have more now. There you go. The devs are called Moonless Games. Yeah, they have 57 followers. Look how pretty this is, and they have 57 followers. That's disgusting. Anyway, this is also just a demo, but I think it's going to be a good one. I have a good feeling. Content warning: this game is intended for older audiences. It contains content that include gore, violence, strong language, serious injuries, suggestive content, and something else that I couldn't read because it went by too fucking fast. This game uses a codex system. Details about the characters and the story will reveal themselves as you play. Sometimes you will see a new codex entry unlocked, a message pop up in the top left corner of the screen. Like this. Oh, this is very Hakuoki. Okay. Click on the codex icon at the top. I always hit save by accident. On the top right, and read the new entries. This world holds many secrets. Okay, I like stuff that has cold access. It's cool. Some entries only unlock through certain choices. Playing again will help you find them all. Oh, do our codexes save if we play more than once? Every choice shapes the story you experience. Yes, that is how visual novels work. The stories yet untold begin with you. What is your name? Default is Cassandra. We play a girl. I always leave my name the default whenever I play these. I am falling fast into a dark black pit. It's like when a dream and you tripped, but you cannot wake up. I desperately plead with the gravity to let me defy it, but I am only human. So I continue to fall. Then suddenly I feel arms of another envelop around me. The warmth of the sun. A flash of feathered white. I try to grasp it, but it slips away. And then, nothing. No sound, no weight, no breath, nothing. No. I open my eyes, every inch of my body aching with every breath that I take. I slowly sit up, but the whole world seems like spinning. I look up and see a woman towering above me. Hello, lady, you are gorgeous! Wakey, wakey! She is gorgeous and she has horns and a tail. Who are you? Where am I? Well, I want to know who this lovely lady is. I freeze for a moment, caught off by the striking figure before me. Her presence is unlike anything I've ever seen. Who are you? My name is Azara, sweetie. Saki on the way with the red hair. Yeah. Welcome to the hottest place of, well, just the hottest place, literally. She smirks and let out a low, amused chuckle. And you are? For a moment, my mind blanks. My head's still spinning from the fall, and every breath feels too hot, too thick. I'm Cassandra. Where am I? The strange surroundings press in, unfamiliar and unnerving. A cold shiver runs down my spine despite the suffocating heat. Where am I? What the hell is this place? The worn woman smiles widely, revealing a white, pointed teeth. Nice choice of words. You, my dear, are in fact in hell. I try to get up, but my body feels like it's made of lead. I struggle to keep my balance. Azara extends a hand, helping me up. Her skin is hot, almost feverish. Hey, easy there, mortal. You took quite the dive. I press a hand to my forehead. I feel like throwing up. I blink again, my eyes still adjusting to the heat. Wait, am I dead? Maybe, possibly. You did fall from the sky, so odds aren't great, sweetie. Even though that usually isn't the way in. Zara looks at me, frowning. Her eyes study me with curiosity and what seems like a hint of amusement. What do you mean you find this funny? Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean by that's usually isn't the way in? Most souls pass through the veil. It's a transition, a process. You skipped the line, I guess. Skipped? Crash landed right into the pit, really. Very dramatic. I try to piece it together, but everything feels jagged, like a dream I can't wake up from. Okay, so we have a codex entry. The veil. The veil is the metaphysical barrier that separates the mortal world from other planes of existence. It is not a place in space nor a moment in time, but a transitional force through which every soul must pass after death. The veil serves as a natural filter. When a soul crosses it, it is weighed, not by an external judge, but by its own essence. Souls that are light, unburdened by corruption, are drawn upward towards the higher plane. They pass through the period of purification before returning to the cycle of reincarnation. How heavier souls of those who lived a wicked and unbalanced life are pulled down toward the lower realm, where the cycle no longer continues. The veil is impartial. It does not think or judge. It reflects what it already is. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cool. I try to piece it together, but everything feels jagged, like a dream I can't wake up from. Honestly, I've never seen anything like it. That's either very good for you or... Ooh, hold on. There we go. That's either very good for you or very, very bad. I look around. I'm in what looks like a scorched courtyard. It's eerie and beautiful in a spectral, otherworldly way. So, Cassandra, why are you here? What's wrong with you? You must have done something very bad, even if you look so damn good. Her eyes glint with curiosity as she takes a step towards me. Before I can respond, I hear a sharp inhale. A figure stares beside me. His wings still are splayed across the floor. Oh, did he fall with me? Bro is handsome. Hello. I'm in a bi panic right now. I love them both. white feathers dusted in ash. His face is ethereal, almost too perfect to be real. Hey, are you okay? I kneel down next to him, ignoring the ache in my limbs. His eyes flutter open, brilliant silver with a memorizing golden halo. His gaze meets mine with a look of sheer confusion. Cassandra? His voice is faint and pained. It looks like he's going to pass out again. I help him sit up and look at Azara in growing shock. Wait, is that an angel? Looks like it. The more I look at him, the less any of this makes any sense. An angel in hell? The angel lets out a soft groan, slowly beginning to regain consciousness. Azara crouches beside me, eyes fixed on the angel with an unreadable expression. It feels like my brain is glitching. Was he? What's your name? Let's ask his name so you stop being question marks. What's your name? Killiam. He says in between sharp breaths. He stares at Azara and then at me. Recognition flashing in his expression, but he says nothing. I offer him my hand, his touch oddly cool compared to Azara's heat. Who is he? Who is he? No idea. Why is there an angel here? My eyes find the angel's. He looks lost, caught between pain and confusion. Good question. That's what I'd like to know too. He fell with you, so I'm assuming he is a part of your baggage. When I glance back at Azara, I find her watching us, curious. But there is still that hint of amusement in her eyes. This is getting interesting. The angel blinks, then slowly sits up, wincing. Where am I? Hell! Welcome. Mind the heat. He winces again as he gets to his feet. He flinches for a moment before Azara's voice erupts again. All right, mystery mortal and angelic stowaway. We're headed somewhere a little less flammable. Follow me. Azara turns and begins to walk, her fiery silhouette swaying with grace. I glance at the angel beside me. Whatever happens, don't leave my side. I nod, unsure of anything. My thoughts are scattered and unreal. In a place like this, the only thought that gives me a flicker of comfort is the idea of staying with this strangely familiar angel. Azara leads us both down a widening corridor, seemingly carved of obsidian and shadow. We enter a bedroom, and I hear the door closing behind us. Hold on, I got something in my tooth. There we go. Inside, it's surprisingly cooler. Not exactly fresh, but not hot in the scorching way hell seems to breathe. The room is lit by flickering candles, while an eerie red tint filters the sky outside through the large arched windows. Hold on. Goddamn. There we go. You, winged man, sit. Azara orders the angel, pointing at my chair by a crowed desk. The angel stumbles again, just as the door closes behind us. Reluctantly, he slumps on the chair, seemingly exhausted. Hold on, I think the cat's screaming. I got her. We're good. I'll let her in. Alright. Alright, reluctantly, he slumps in the chair, seemingly exhausted. I can't breathe. His wings twitch, trembling. He tries to lift them, but the oppressive air weighs them down like lead. Zara narrows her eyes, arms crossed. You're not in heaven anymore, feather boy. The air down here, not made for things to fly high. Is he going to be okay? What happens to angels? You know what? That's a good question. What happens to angels here? I swallow hard, the question burning in my mind. What happens to angels down here? Zara arches an eyebrow, her voice turning thoughtful, but still with a hint of amusement. Good question. He is the first one I've ever seen take the plunge. She glances at him, something between fascination and caution in her eyes. I guess we're going to find out. My jaw tightens, the heat, the surrealness, the fragile rise and fall of Callium's chest. Something about her calm, almost amused detachment stirs something sharp in me. This is not funny. Zara lets out a theatrical scoff. Sweat glistens on Caleb's brow. I rush to his side. I place a hand on his arm. His skin is cool, and his pulse thuds faintly. Hey, easy, breathe, slowly. He looks at me, his silver eyes glassy, but steadier. I turn to Zara, shooting her a worried look. Zara, do something. He is going to collapse. She hesitates, her eyes flickering between me and the angel. For a moment, she almost looks conflicted. Damn it. With a sigh, Zara strides forward. She crouches beside him, muttering something under her breath. Old, infernal words whose meaning I don't understand, but they carry a weight I can feel in my bones. Don't you dare. The heat around her dims for a moment, like she's reeling it back in. Idiot. She says softly with almost a hint of worry. She tries to hide. He doesn't respond, but he steadies enough to remain upright. Are you okay? I look at him, his pale cheeks regaining a hint of color. All right, talk. Who the hell are you? I think I accidentally hit that again. Zara throws herself onto another chair with an exaggerated groan. And why did a mortal fall from the sky with a half-dead angel? Man, I don't fucking know. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, I don't know. I don't remember anything. Convenient. There's nothing convenient about this. Well, isn't that just delightful? A soul from Earth with a hole in her memory. And an angel who's about as useful as a wet torch. She sighs and leans back, staring outside the window. I glance between them, when my eyes catch Kelliam's, who's staring at me. His entire posture shifts with the weight of something heavy and ancient. You're not supposed to be here. Your soul. His voice trembles, reverent and broken all at once. You can't stay here. If they find out you... If they find out both of you, we're all dead. Azara's expression darkens, her jaw tightens with what looks like worry. You can't be here, Angel. She gets up and strides towards Scalium, an ancient fire burning in her eyes. This wasn't the deal. Do you think I want to be here? You broke the pact. What pact? What the hell are you talking about? Azara lets out a grunt and turns to you, her gaze sharpening like a blade. The pact. The one between angels and devils? Callium pushes himself up from the chair with a pained groan. His eyes lock on Azara's. She doesn't have to know. She's not supposed to. She's not supposed to be here. Neither are you. Yet here we are. Zara grins as she sways her hand in a dramatic, elegant way. Once upon a time. Callium takes a step forward, stronger now, steadier, and moves between me and Azara. His wings low, tense. Stop at once, devil. I stare at him in silence for a moment. My blood simmers with a rising anger. No, I want to know. Tell me the fuck is up. I want to know. It's knowledge no human is meant to possess. But I deserve to know. Azara lets out a low, amused chuckle. Kellium's eyes shift to mine, unreadable. She indeed deserves to know, Angel. There's no harm in a little history lesson. Kellium exhales and finally turns to face me fully. The Shattering. A war that tore the sacred plane apart. Split into heaven and hell. He speaks the last word with quiet resistance, part disdain, part reverence. Since then, angels and demons. Devils. Azara cuts in, calm but firm. She raises a brow, the correction like a dagger dipped in pride. Kellium gives her a tired glance and then sighs and looks back at you. Angels and devils have not met since then. Not in any world. We just exist separately. As Zara shoots him a deadly look. No devil is allowed into heaven. And no angel is allowed into hell. You swallow hard. Kellium has crossed ancient and sacred boundaries. But why? Okay, we got a thing in the codex, hold on. The Shattering. Wait, we got some council. What is all this? Hold on. The Shattering was the divine war that broke the sacred realm and reshaped the cosmos. Once a realm of perfection and harmony, the Ever was torn apart by a brutal conflict among the Eternals. Ancient and divine beings who had guided the souls of the dead through purification and rebirth for eons. Some Eternals refused to share their realm with mortal souls and fought to assert themselves as the only beings that inhabited the Ever, while others believed in their ancient role as protectors of balance and guides for the souls through the purification and reincarnation. The Shattering lasted for centuries, making the Ever break in two separate realms. Heaven, home of the now called angels, realm of the order, light, and purity, was born from the remains of the Ever. 4 powerful angels rose above to keep order and balance, the Council of the Celestial Order. Hell, a chaotic and turbulent land home to the exiled and fallen Eternals, now known as devils. The angels quickly established their divine order. Hell fell into chaos as the devils fought for power. Eventually, from the ashes of the constant wars, a faction arose, the Council of the Obsidian Law. Well, this is all very interesting lore. This splitting and the birth of these two factions marked the end of the Shattering era. Oh. I'm liking this lore we're getting. It's pretty cool. Okay. How do you know I know what heaven and hell are. How do you know my name? I look at Callium. His face is pale, pained, and his wings twitch involuntarily. The white feathers catch the eerie light, tinted soft pink hue by the crimson sky outline. How did you know my name? His silver eyes met mine, apparently cold, yet warm with something almost tender beneath the surface. I knew your soul long before I knew your face. I am the angel appointed to you. Appointed? His voice is quiet, almost a whisper. Each angel follows a soul through eternity. Like a guardian angel? I hear a snort coming from beside me. I glance sideways and see Azara smirking, her gaze shining in amusement. Guardian angel? Is this how mortals call you now? That's quite the downgrade. Kellium's jaw clenches, but he doesn't respond to her mockery. His gaze remains fixed on me. Oh, we got a new codex. What? Okay, what? Nope. Oh no, I wanted to see the other categories. Hold on. People? Is it in people? Kalium. Oh, we can. Okay. Kalium, pronoun she, her, eyes crimson, hair red with gold highlights. 5'6". She's 2 inches shorter than me. Azara is a devil with fiery charm and razor sharp tongue. She's the first face I saw when I woke up in hell. Kalium, he, him, gray with golden rings, black silver strings. He is 3 inches taller than me, asshole. Kalium is an angel with a calm grace and a soothing presence. He has watched over me as my guardian angel since the beginning. He did not fall from grace, but willingly descended, following me into the depths. He did not fall from grace, but willingly descended to the following me into the depths of hell. Interesting. You're not supposed to be here. Your soul is not meant to be here. I mean, I wasn't exactly a saint in life, but I do agree with you. I glanced at Azara. No offense. Not taken, sweetie. She lets out a chuckle, her eyes studying me with curiosity. But you must have been way less than a saint to end up in this hot mess of a pit. Right, heaven and hell. My eyes dart between the two figures, both unreal, striking. Two opposites, but each impossibly beautiful. One with a presence that feels sacred, the other with a charm that drips with a dagger. So you're telling me heaven and hell are real? As real as it gets? Killian's eyes narrow, almost questioning. You don't believe in heaven? I guess I do now. His stoic face tightens into a slight frown. Oh, he's so cute when he looks sad. Oh, look at his little face. He looks disappointed. If you look close enough, you can see his holy heart breaking in slow motion. The air around us seems to thicken, heavy with unspoken truths. Maybe this is why I'm here? Because I don't believe? Azara lets out a low, teasing laugh. If it were that simple, darling, we would be overcrowded in here, hon. Before you can open your mouth, a sharp knock echoes through the room. The temperature seems to drop. Azara shoots a glare at the door and freezes. For the first time, she looks truly panicked. Shit. What's happening? Who is it? Before I can add anything, Azara pushes me inside her wardrobe and slams the door. A moment after, the room is filled with crushing pressure. Carefully, I part the door, just a crack. Bro, this bitch braver than me. I would be like sweating in there, being like, nobody find me, I'm gonna die. My heartbeat thudding in my ears. Lady Illyria. Azura mutters under her breath. Who this old bitch? A tall woman steps inside the room, followed by two armored guards. I like her fit, though. Their blades shine under the dim light of the chandelier. Lady Illyria's horns glint like polished steel, her robes trailing on the floor, following her movements. Her gaze finds Kellium instantly. Angel. Her voice is soft but final. It's been a while. The tall woman watches Kellium, her gaze is cold and sharp as a blade. What a surprise. Azara curses under her breath and takes a step back. Through a narrow gap, I see Callium's lips moving, mouthing silent words I can't hear. Don't even bother. Valeria scoffs, clearly bored by the useless effort. Suddenly, chains burst from her fingers, lashing across the room like a sentient fire. They slam into Callium, pinning his wings and limbs to the floor. He groans, his feathers twitching, burning. You have broken the shattering pact, the sacred law, Angel. And by that law you will face judgment. With a flick of her hand, she orders the guards, who instantly grab Callium, dragging him outside the room. Hot, right? It's a little kinky. As he is dragged away, his eyes find Zara's, pleading with her to help. But she is frozen. The woman turns her attention back to Azara. I'm very disappointed in you, Azara. I didn't think your hatred for the council would come to this extreme. You will be judged, too. Privilege won't pull you out of this one. Please remain with your lodging until further notice. Then she is gone. The door slams shut, rattling the entire room. A heavy silence crashes in like a wave. Zara stands still, shoulders rigid. Her hands clench and unclench. Then she turns to the wardrobe. You can come out now. I step out slowly. My heart is beating so fast my chest aches. The image of Callium chained and dragged away, burning into my mind. Zara is pacing, her jaw tight, her eyes burning. She stops in front of me, her expression is unreadable, but something heavy lingers in the air between us. Yeah, who the fuck was that? That woman. That, my dear, was Lady Illyria, also known as the Grand Inquisitor. She is the General of the Abyssal Legion and member of the Council. Basically, the biggest bitch in hell. Zara scoffs, the last words leave her mouth like a sharp blade that burned her tongue. Her stare turns cold as she slumps heavily onto the bed. She's not good news. We have to get you out of here, soon. Zara lets out a heavy sigh. She brings her hand to her forehead and pinches the bridge of her nose. Then she looks at me with narrow eyes. Stay here. Don't move. Don't talk. Hell, don't even breathe if you don't have to. I'll be back as soon as possible. She strides towards me, her hips swaying with that effortless grace. She extends a hand towards me, her fingers warm against my skin as they brush the lock of hair from my face. Be a good girl, yeah? She gives me a little smile, sharp, almost wicked, her burning eyes holding mine for a long moment. Then she turns and steps away, walking towards the door and closing it behind her. She left. I sink into the armchairs and cushions softer than I expected. My eyes wander, trying to think in every detail of a room that feels too strange to be real. Above me, a chandelier flickers with candlelight, each flame cradled in what looks like nests of snakes wrought in iron. Oh, I see it up there, yeah. The crimson sky outside bleeds through the window, casting eerie shadows that make everything look as though it's smoldering. I close my eyes, trying to hold on to some kind of calm. I can almost hear the slow tick of a clock, even if there's no one here. I have no idea how long it's been since Azara left. Minutes? Hours? I push myself up with scoff and stretch. It hits me now, just how much my limbs still ache from the fall. Did I really fall from the sky? Am I really dead? I have so many questions and no answers. Not yet. Let's... Let's snoop around. I want to snoop around. I place the room, restless. I creep towards the shelves, my eyes scanning the strange collections before me. I was surprised to see earthly things, odd reminders from the other world, from my world. An old gramophone rests on one shelf, its horn dull and dusty. Shut up. Alarms. Shush. Nearby snow globes of cities from Earth nearly lined up. Paris, New York, Tokyo. I pick one up and shake it gently. The tiny flakes swirl around a frozen city, trapped in glass. Icy, white, the exact opposite of the place I find myself in, where everything seems set aflame. A faint smile appears on my lips, a small, bittersweet memory of home. I look down at the big ebony desk, cluttered with key rings, one with a plushy shark, one that reads I Heart New York. What do you want, Chaos? Why are you yelling? It's literally just sitting on my bed meowing, I don't know why. A bundle of rubber friendship bracelets lies nearby, faded but still colorful. It's strange. These are souvenirs, things people collect when they travel. Has Cesaro walked Earth's streets? What? What? I look at him and he looks away, but I look away from him and he starts meowing again. Okay, he's laying down now, so maybe he'll stop meowing. Can devils roam where humans do? Can angels too? Can devils and angels really cross those boundaries? What about the shattering Azara and Kalium we're talking about? My thoughts spin in circles. I want to understand, but I'm missing the pieces. Too many of them. I move towards a tall wardrobe, larger than any I've seen before. Its surface is carved with twisting snakes, echoing in the chandelier's ones. I open the door and am immediately met with a soft and sweet set I recognize as Zara's. My fingers trail through the dresses and I reach for a simple black one, its fabric swaying softly. And I grab what looked like a cape with a hood. Horns. The ones I lack. Wearing this, maybe I won't stand out as much. Maybe it will help me blend in, at least for now. Okay, let's look out the window. I slowly step towards the big arch windows. The glass is smudged, smoky, like even the light struggles to pass through it. Outside, the sky churns. A crimson ocean, molten, restless, dangerous. And yet, hauntingly beautiful in its own bizarre way. My gaze drifts. There's no sign of life, no vegetation. Just scorched landscape. The ground is paved with what looks like obsidian, slick and sharp. Where the hell am I? I shake my head and let out a low, sad chuckle, meant only for myself. Hell, that's where I am. The word comes to me bitter, tasting like ash, like that burnt landscape in front of me. I lean my forehead lightly against the glass. How did I even end up here? Sure, I'm not perfect. It wasn't perfect. But this? Ending up in hell? It feels like a punishment I never saw coming. My expression darkens. I pull away from the window. Shit. I scoff loudly. I've had enough of this room. Enough of this waiting. The air feels like burning. Too still, like the walls themselves are watching. I can't sit here any longer, waiting for Azara to return. What if she doesn't even come back? What if she's gone, vanished? What if she's abandoned me? Or worse, what if she's got caught and is being judged too? My legs feel stiff and heavy, reluctant to any movement. But I walk towards the door, each step feeling louder than it should. Carefully, I turn the handle and peek out. Nothing. The corridor stretches out in both directions, dimly lit and quiet, like it's holding its breath. My heart pounds so fast and loud, like it wants to escape my chest. I slip through the doorway and quietly close the door behind me. Hopefully, this dress will help me blend in. Hopefully, no one will look too closely. I start walking, one step after the other, into the silence, into whatever comes next. That's cool. Oh, wait. Oh, I can choose where to go? Okay, this is where we were. This is the hallway, right? I walk the corridors of the strange palace with quiet, deliberate steps, trying to be weightless, invisible. Like silence could somehow protect me. Everything here seems wrong. The dim light flickers soft and unnatural, casting shadows that seem almost alive. My heartbeat thumps loud in my chest, in my throat, in my ears. If someone sees me, really sees me, what then? Would they kill me? Well, I'm dead already, I guess. I shake my head, trying to shut out that thought from my mind. Shit. I mutter under my breath as I turn a corner, and I see it. A massive door, iron-bound, pulsing with some quiet power. 2 guards stand before it. Hands on the hilts of their swords, eyes forward, faces unreadable. They almost look like statues until one moves. His head turns, his eyes locking with mine. My breath catches. Okay, this is it. This is the end. What are you doing here, miss? Let's act normal. I swallow hard, so I feel like I'm going to choke on my own saliva. Here goes nothing. Or everything. I take a deep breath, forcing my feet to move forward despite the knot tightening in my stomach. The air feels thick, like I'm walking into a trap. One of the guards shifts slightly, stepping forward. A slow, deliberate move meant to intimidate. He smirks, confident, almost amused. Hello, handsome? Hey. He strolls closer, lazily. His gaze lands on me, pinning me in place. Haven't seen you around here before. His tone is low, confident, too confident. Like a cat spotting a bird with a broken wing. Yeah, first day, still figuring out the layout. I force my tone to sound casual, unbothered. Is that so? He smiles slyly, a hint of something dangerous behind it. I could give you the grand tour, you know? Show you the finer sights of the palace. Like my room. He's a sleaze. I love him. He's such a shitbag. His smirk is pure ego. His stare lingers on me like I've just become the most interesting thing in the room. Oh, we can flirt with him. Okay, hold on, I gotta flirt with him. Tempting. I lift a brow, feigning amusement, tilting my head as if I'm actually considering it. You look like trouble wrapped in pretty, you know? He steps closer with lazy confidence, then sweeps out an arm, pinning me against the stone wall. A teasing smile curls his lips. His other hand lingers on his sword hilt, ready but relaxed. I swallow hard, trying to keep my cool, though I feel a drop of sweat trickle down my spine. I have to keep up appearances. I smile, pretending I'm unafraid, but my eyes flicker instinctively to the sword at his side. Besides, I don't scare easily. His grin widens, eyes gleaming. Good. I love a good challenge. He leans in just enough to make it hard to breathe, his voice dipping low. So, what should I call you? Trouble? His eyes scan my face, lazy and deliberate. Oops. Like he's savoring the game. Tell him your name, play along, lie. Let's play along. Trouble works. I force a smile, shrugging. His eyes sparkle with amusement. You're enjoying this, ain't ya? I meet his gaze, matching his grin with a smirk of my own. Maybe a little. He chuckles softly, clearly entertained. Well, Trouble, I gotta say you're full of surprises. He taps the hilt of his sword playfully with his fingers. His eyes drag over me, slow and steady, like he's memorizing a path he fully intends to walk. Damn. Guard 2. Zane! A voice interrupts behind us. The guard scoffs, rolling his eyes. He releases me, stepping back and straightening his posture. Duty calls. He winks before slipping back into his guard post. See you around, trouble. A flush of relief rushes through me, my heart pounding loud in my ears. I watch as he turns and strides back to his post, his smug grin still tugging at the corner. Oh, shoot. I fucked up. I watch as he turns and strides back to his post, his smug grin still tugging at the corner of his mouth. I have to get out of here. Soon. Do we have a codex entry now for Zane? Zane! He, him. Violet, pink. He's the same height as me! Hey! Let's go. Zane is guard I met in the palace halls, quick with a grin and quicker with comeback. I didn't give him my real name and told him to call me Trouble instead. He liked that. Maybe I did too. If I can't date Zane, I'm just gonna off myself. Okay? We just... Okay, so we got past the hallway, right? Let's go here. We can get out now. I go down a steep set of stairs and step into the courtyard. I recognize it. This is where I fell not too long ago. I can't even remember exactly when. Time feels distorted. Wrong. The air hangs still. The trees look scorched, their bark cracked and brittle, and they glow faintly from within. Pale blue lights flicker from the tall, twisted lamp posts, casting long shadows that shift even when I don't. At the far end, a small iron gate between me and the endless sea of red. Approach the gate, look at the lights, check the trees, leave. Well, should we linger? I feel like if we linger, we're gonna get fucking caught. Let's go to the gate. I walk towards a small iron gate that gives into the unknown. My hand pauses on the iron, which is hot. Too hot. It almost burns. No, it does burn. Fucking hell! I cuss under my breath and instinctively bring my hands to my mouth, wincing. I glance around quickly, making sure no one heard me. I grip the edge of my dress, Zara's dress, and wipe my burned fingers. Brilliant idea, Cassandra. Just touch the devil's gate. Very smart. I mutter, annoyed at myself. My pulse is still hammering. I let out a deep sigh and I lean forward, careful not to brush the gate again. My eyes wander further and farther beyond the bars, looking for something, anything in that scorched landscape. But there is nothing, and no one. Just red dust and crooked shadows. No signs, no paths, no cover. Definitely not an escape option. I take one last look and step away from the gate. Alright, well, I guess we have to do that. Let's look at the lights. I step closer to the strangely knotted lamp post. It hums with a faint azure glow, a relief for my eyes from all that relentless red surrounding me. The closer I get to it, the cooler the air feels, like if the light itself is breathing fresh air. Curious, I reach out and let my fingers brush against it. It's cool to the touch, calming. I press my palm to it fully, pulses like it's alive. Why does everything here feel both so dead and so impossibly alive? I don't even get a full second to enjoy that breath of fresh calm that something jerks inside the light. Huh? I lean forward, my eyes narrowing, shapes flicker inside the glass, darting in frantic, chaotic spirals. Are those fish? I tap the glass gently, but when I look closer, when I really look, the forms begin to take shape, translucent, ghostly figures with faint, flickering outlines. They move like desperate swimmers caught in an endless current, twisting and turning with no rest. Their faces are blurred, expressionless, empty, and lost, but the pain and struggle in their movements are unmistakable. Not fish. Souls. I almost shout as I stumble back, losing my balance, nearly falling, but I catch the wall just in time. I scan the garden lamp post like it's one scattered everywhere. Does every single one of them hold souls inside? Are the souls themselves the source of the light? Is this one of hell's forms of punishment? My stomach twists, sickening and sharp. I press a hand to my forehead and try to push the thought from my mind. Oh, well, that's terrifying. That's a really cool way to use souls, though. My eyes land on the trees. They're strange, dry, skeletal things with no leaves, no signs of life. Except they glow. A soft golden light pulses just beneath the charred bark like embers refusing to die out. The roots don't sink into the earth, instead they creak through the stone, twisting unnaturally. I crouch down, brushing my fingers along one of the roots. Warm. Everything is warm here, the air, the walls, even the floor under my feet. I stay there for a moment, fingers resting on the root. It hums under my skin, soft, steady, ancient. The glow makes it look less dead, or maybe that's just what hell does. It makes you look twice. Doubt what you see. Forget what life feels like. I let my hand fall away. I step back slowly. My gaze sweeps the courtyard. No sign of Zara, just me and a bunch of dead things pretending to be alive. I let out a slow breath and start walking again, one foot in front of the other, leaving the courtyard behind. Not because I know where I'm going, but because the moment I stop, the fear catches up, and I can't afford that luxury. Okay, so we've done the hallway, we've done that. There's this area over here. I step carefully into what looks like a strange garden. The place is dimly lit by a series of oddly shaped lampposts scattered throughout. Their twisted and unnatural forms cause an eerie and faint purple glow that reflects over the dark floor. The sharp green of the stone of the building clashes with the crimson sky in a way that shouldn't work, but does. I look up at the palace, turning in place, suddenly unsure. What? The building looks the same, but different? The architecture is familiar, same sharp arches, same towering spires, but something is off. It feels like a dream copying reality, but the colors are too vivid, the details don't add up. This place has a different energy, quieter, almost gentle. Somehow not coherent with the rest of the palace. My eyes search the twisting shapes, hoping to find any sign of Azara. Azara? Are you here? I whisper her name cautiously, but there's no reply, only the silence and the faint glow of the purple lights. Around the edges of this strange garden, dark flowers bloom in clusters. At first glance, they look brittle and dry, as if they've been burned. But when I look closer, a faint glow pulses from their petals, a soft light that seems almost alive. My eyes are then drawn upwards to a floating staircase hovering at the garden's far edge. It spirals upward into the unknown, like defying gravity. In the center of the garden, a fountain stands out. It's carved in pale stone, contrasting sharply with the dark ground. Alright, let's look at the fountain first. I step closer to the fountain, drawn by the shimmering water that seems more like liquid night trapped in stone than anything natural. It reminds me of the nights back on Earth, when I would be staring up at the stars far away from the city lights. It feels strange to find something so deeply human down here, in a place built on flame and damnation. I lean over to touch the water. It's cool and refreshing against my skin, in contrast with the heavy heat of the air surrounding me. A subtle vibration travels through my hand, a quiet pulse that makes me shiver. At the center of the fountain stands a statue, towering over it. A female devil. Her face is unexpectedly calm, almost serene. Far from the terrifying devils I imagined lived in hell. For a fleeting moment, I lose myself in the depth of the watery sky, feeling both comforted and deeply alone. Alright, the flowers. These were flowers in the corner. I crouched beside the glowing flowers, reaching out to brush a petal between my fingers. Despite their dry and brittle appearance, the petals are soft and warm, pulsing gently like a heartbeat. The faint glow they emit is hypnotic, a slow and steady rhythm that seems to want to pull me in. They smell of smoke mixed with something sweet, almost like burnt honey. How do these flowers survive here in this heat and fire of hell? Even here, in this place of punishment and flames, life insists on existing, no matter how fragile. Their soft glow feels like a quiet arc of rebellion, a reminder that even in darkness something can endure and thrive. Okay, staircase. Dude, this staircase would scare the shit out of me. I turn my gaze back to the floating staircase. It spirals up, twisting and curving with no visible support. An impossible structure that challenges everything I know about gravity. The steps vanish into the unknown. They seem to lead nowhere. No platform, nor door. Just endless crimson sky. Part of me wants to climb into the first step and see where it leads, but a sense of fear twists my stomach like a warning. Still, I can't look away. I almost feel challenged. I shake my head and frown slightly. Nope, I already died once today. The words fall from my lips with a bitter sarcasm, and a hint of sadness hits me like a stab in the heart. The eerie purple light from the lamp post flickers softly, casting strange shadows over the burnt trees and scorched earth. This place is beautiful and terrifying all at once. A secret corner of hell where a nightmare seems to meet a dream. For now, I turn away from this mysterious garden and head back towards the dim corridors. I look around, still trying to digest this bizarre palace I found myself in. I've been wandering for what feels like hours, and I'm starting to feel the frustration sinking deep, heavy in my bones. Suddenly, fingers wrap around my wrist and yank me back, hard. A warm and soft hand clamps over my mouth before I can even gasp. She found me. What in the hell do you think you're doing? A familiar voice, low and sharp, hisses in my ear. I turn my head and I see Azara glaring at me, half furious, half worried. Are you crazy or what? I knew mortals weren't the brightest stars in the sky, but you, darling, just shattered my already low expectations. She finally removes her hand from my mouth, and I let out a shaky breath. My heart is pounding so hard it hurts. For a moment, I thought that this was the end. I was just... Honey, I don't care what you were just. If they find you, I don't even want to think about what they do to you. Or worse, me. I fronted her words. They hurt more than I'd like to admit. Azara scoffs and scans our surroundings with narrowed eyes. She then looks back at me. I didn't even realize how deep I'm frowning, hurt by her words and maybe even more by her disappearing on me. Oh, don't give me that look, sweetie. She rolls her eyes and with her usual effortless grace flicks her hair back. We fucked up. Let's apologize. Listen, I'm sorry, okay? You weren't coming back and I was freaking out. I couldn't just sit there not knowing if you were coming back or... Azara interrupts with a dramatic long sigh, flashing me a grin like I amused her again. You're too cute for your own good. She smirks, revealing that perfect, unnervingly sharp smile. Somehow, the fangs only add to her charm. She doesn't let go of my wrist. Instead, her fingers slide down, finding mine, lacing them together with purpose. Her skin is soft, like the petals of those strange flowers in the garden. Warm, comforting. It shouldn't feel safe, and yet it does. I found your little pigeon friend. She lowers her voice into an almost intimate whisper. Follow me, but be quiet. I'd hate for someone to take away my new toy before I'm done playing with it. She says with that usual tone, mocking, amused, and just a little dangerous. Hi, Candy Girl, welcome. Good to see you. And I hate how her words make something twist in my stomach. I feel annoyed and yet somehow flattered. Before I can react or say something, she gently tugs my hand, pulling me with her. There's no room for argument in the way she moves, confident, fluid, like she owns every inch of this palace. Maybe she does. We slip out into the hallway, the flickering lights making Zara's eyes glow in a hypnotic way. She doesn't look back. She doesn't have to. She just walks. I hope you've been well. I have been. I was moving and I've been unpacking, and now I am back streaming. I'm still unpacking, but I'm back. And it's great because I miss you guys. I miss playing games. Good stuff. She doesn't look back. She doesn't have to. She just walks. Shh, be quiet. Zara says as she approaches a tall window carved into the dark stone. She lifts a hand, her fingers waving, inviting me closer. I step carefully to her side. It takes a moment for my eyes to adjust to the darkness of the room. The gap in the window is just wide enough to let voices bleed through, distorted but clear. Is that a throne? The air around us feels somehow colder, yet heavy. I hold my breath and lean closer. Zara narrows her eyes beside me, muttering a quiet curse under her breath. Shit, they've already started. A voice from inside drips like oil, measured, smooth, and utterly in control. Is this Satan? Because he looks sick as fuck. You angels always speak in absolutes. Honor, duty, sacrifice. Each word is delivered like a sentence, deliberate and cold. You broke the law written in flame and sealed in blood. Cooperate and you'll get something rare in this place. Mercy. Then I hear it, Helium's voice, worn but unshaken. Mercy given by a devil is just another chain. The figure inside doesn't raise their voice. He doesn't need to. Hell doesn't punish lies, Helium. It reflects them. And I wonder, when the mirrors turn, what is it that you fear seeing? Silence stretches so sharp I can hear my own heartbeat hammering in my chest. I don't even realize I'm trembling until I see my fingers twitch. I fear nothing that reflects the truth. You fear nothing, you say? How quaint. Oh, I like the smile. You'll enjoy what comes next. Beside me, Azara's grip tightens around my hand. Her nails dig in so hard it nearly makes me bleed. A sharp sound tears through the air. Then a cry, ragged, broken, agonizing. It cuts through me like a blade. Not just pain, a sound that shouldn't exist in this world or any. My breath catches, it feels like the floor falls out from beneath me. My eyes widen in horror. Through the narrow opening, I see him. Helium collapsed, unmoving. Blood pooling beneath him in a slow, spreading waves. His wings, so perfect and sacred, lie severed beside him. Stained in deep crimson, his blood seeps between the cracks in the stone, like the room itself is trying to drink him in. The faint flicker of torchlight casts shadows across his pale skin. He doesn't move. I press my hand against the window, wishing I could break through the barrier and be at his side. I am nothing but a silent witness, powerless in the face of his suffering. My chest aches, tears sitting in the corners of my eyes burning hot. Before I can make a sound, as Zara presses her hand over my mouth. Her eyes don't meet mine, her gaze stays fixed ahead. Her jaw locked tight, the slight tremor in her hand betraying her calm. Her grip on my wrist hardens. We need to move. Now. No time for questions. Zara firmly pulls me along, her step quick and determined as we flee into the shadows. Under Heaven or Hell. Thank you for playing this demo. Under Heaven or Hell is still in development and your support means a lot to us. You can follow our progress in the full game on Blue Sky, Twitter, and Itch. I like this game a lot. God damn it, I forgot it was a demo too. That's rude. I want to know what happens to Callium. Fuck. This is really good, guys. If you don't know about this game, Under Heaven or Hell, I found it like a couple weeks ago, and they've been posting about it on Blue Sky, and it looks really good. I really enjoyed this so far. The story is more like it feels like a classic like cute otome game. But I love all the lore and everything. It gives me like, it feels like something that Otomate would have made, you know? I like it a lot. And that, my friends, concludes me for today. I'm not going to stream forever today because it's my first day back. But we played 2 demos, which is pretty great, I think. They were both really good. First one was from endysis, which was the Last Winter Night, which I got super sucked into, but no one's surprised because I love the way endysis makes games. And then the second one was the one that we just finished. So we'll definitely have to. I want to play both of those when they come out. It was good seeing you as always. Yeah, it was good seeing you too. I saw a lot of faces that I hadn't seen in a long time come in today. It made me really happy. So let's see who's on. We'll raid somebody. Let's see who we on. Following my tired. I've been unpacking every day and like reorganizing the house, and like I work on something from the second I wake up to the second I go to bed. Raid. Thank you. My editor's on. Let's raid his dumbass. We're gonna go raid KN. You can go be chaotic and do whatever you want there. I don't give a shit. It looks like he's playing Resident Evil, so it works well too with what like we're doing. You know what I mean? All right. So go harass KN, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.